Trying to figure out if it's actually like a big cat or like just a fat cat.
It's the Siberian tiger I've had since we started the game.
Oh
Oh,
God.
The
oh damn.
the,
We
the
are
one that
live
I'm not
now.
allowed to share pictures of because of weird Missouri laws.
Oh.
But I foster felines, and Missouri goes, it's a feline, but we'll give you $1,000 a week to take care of it. I'm like, deal.
I did not know you were fostering a goddamn Siberian tiger.
Yeah, I've got tigers, I've got wild boar, llamas. I'm
We will
supposed to be
talk about this
getting
more later.
a wounded bald eagle here in a week or so to get nursed back to health
Yeah.
because the farmer shoots things they shouldn't.
Ah. Yeah.
Alright, we are live. Today, you guys arrive in Illyria, the one of the largest cities in Ashara. So finally, after now 27 sessions, where we now start with session 28, you have finally arrived in Ashara.
Yay.
Like said before in the short pre-recap, Sultan Hadid IV has died of old age, and Prince Karim has left towards his funeral and the crowning of his father Sultan Mansur. He left with all the nobility, as they all wanted to be present for this event. And with that, he has decided, after all your great achievements, to make you four in charge of the fleet. To travel to Illyria and to set up a temporary base there. As To begin the ultimate settling, you need permission, official permission from the Pharaoh Anet. But it is a great insult to ask this permission as someone not of royal blood. So the settlers are temporarily on hold, and you must make sure that here in Illyria, the Holdings On keeps everything together. You've been given command of the entire fleet and a large amount of its resources.
Question. Have
Mm-hmm.
we had any downtime and have we leveled up?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, then, as you arrive at Illyria, Amonhotep, you've been in Illyria before. 2 times even.
Okay.
And those 2 times weren't very pleasant experiences, but this time, as you see it from afar, it is actually even a worse experience. 3 years ago, with the abolishment of slavery in the Sultanate, Illyria was the city that Omarosa was in charge of, and it, at the time, rebelled against the abdication of slavery. So the Sultanate's army came in and sieged the town, where you took part in the siege and eventually helped defeat the Illyrian forces. The Illyrian leadership made a pledge, an oath, to stop the slavery and abide by the Sultanate's rules, and were left back in charge, and the city was left behind with one thing, that a part of its defenses were destroyed, for if they were to do something like that again, it would be easier to conquer them. So then the second time you came here was about 6 months later. Spies and envoys have discovered that Illyria did not keep to this deal. In open sight, they did not. They indeed stopped the slavery. It went all underground, and it was still managed by the magistrates and the high magistrates. So the army was summoned again to sack the city a second time, this time capturing all the high magistrates and being far more severe in its punishment. This is how you ended up with Omarosa.
Uh-huh.
But now that you see the city, the first time you saw it, it was a very beautiful, wealthy city. The second time, it was a recovering city, but still prosperous. Now you see it from afar in a boat, and the city is just a huge slum. This does not resemble any form of order in any form. What you've all been told about this city is that due to its sacking and its collapse of its economy, the city has just turned into multiple villages neighboring each other, all being rivals of each other, and a general unsafeness. There are no actual guards in the city. The only guards that walk around here are most likely just people hired by rich people to protect them from crossing the street.
Question.
At that level. So this is like this city is completely lawless. There are some officials, but they probably don't. Their power extends beyond doesn't extend beyond the street that they live in. Go ahead and ask.
Are we expected to bring the city under reasonable administration?
No, you're expected to make
Okay.
sure that your settlers survive this city.
Okay.
That's about
Cool.
that's about the only prerogative that you were given. So it's someone else's task to make sure that this city is functioning again.
Okay.
They're not doing a very good job of it from afar away, as you can spot.
Oh no, I'm going to put my hand up their ass later. But first things first.
Well, to give you an example of the previous person that tried to do this, is as a new economy, they tried to do basically animal trainership. So just a variation of slavery, but then with animals. And they made the mistake of putting someone in charge that was a bit too moral and said like, yes, you can train animals, but you can't abuse them and you have to adhere to these rules. And the response from the citizens was that they raided the high magistrate's house and ate that person.
Wait, because you couldn't abuse your animals?
Yeah. They never caught the culprits, although they didn't do much trying because most of half the guards that were supposed to protect the high magistrate fled after they saw the giant mob coming for the house, and the other half probably died in the attempt to stop the mob.
Marosa,
Yes.
please gather everyone so I can explain a few things.
Alright, she brings, you are on the ship.
So when, like, the entire crew basically is up on the deck, I will go. So, bad news. We are going to the worst place in the world. Worse news. This is where Omarosa comes from. Even worse news. It appears it is now basically an apocalyptic hellhole. And we are in charge of making sure that our settlers are not eaten by it. And I mean that in a literal fashion.
Yeah, we know that part. We were there for that.
Yes. Well, no,
Yeah.
not all the crew knows.
Well,
Hey.
just the people who matter.
Yes.
Hmm.
Do you say that in front of the crew?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we know the pecking order now.
They crew the vessel. It's like telling the swabbies on a random ship about the situation. It doesn't really change much.
Well, I
Hmm.
mean, for the crew that might be going on the land to help us, it's important.
No,
So-
that's important. I'm just talking about our actual mission with the settlers. Either way,
Yeah.
yes.
So I suggest that no settler is to go into the city without several guards and knowledge that they are going to the city. Where they're going to the city, they must go in groups. They cannot separate.
Hmm.
Things like that. Basic things like that. No one
Generally
is to take.
speaking, we haven't tried to. We're not going to dock yet. We should scout
No.
it out ourselves first. And
Yes,
leave them on
no
the
one
ships.
should take. Yes, no one should take housing or anything like that. No one
Hmm.
should, unless you're one of us. No one should be exploring.
Well, these things can come later. I think the important part is just to have them all have the fleet hold outside the city, not dock. Go inside, check it out, see where we can if we can secure some docking areas. Once we do so, we have at least 2 vessels we need to get repaired. We bring those in, get those repaired, bring some guards in to guard those vessels, and keep most of the fleet out of these ports as much as possible.
Yes.
That
It
is
would
very.
be. Yes. We'll need to figure out who is in control of the ports and set up.
Either some type of a relationship with them,
Yes.
or
Xerxes.
push them out.
Xerxes. I consider you my friend, and I do not want anything to happen to you. That city is dangerous. Please do not
Oh
go out
no,
on your
no.
own.
He's
Going
kicked
around.
back on his couch with his shoes off. No, I'm good.
Mhm.
I've known about that city for a few weeks now. Not a few weeks. Since Planktown, I've known about this. I'm good. Have fun. I'm small, chunky, and delicious. No.
But the,
Xerxes
This is
opting
a-
out.
Like this is a like Amenhotep has not been wearing the dread mask much lately, so you see the surprise on his face. Like the first time Xerxes isn't like, "No, I'm going to go in by myself and just check things out."
No. Did you not hear? Person who was merciful got et. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Mercy is
No,
my thing. Like, I'm all about people being happy, but they can be happy over there. Eating, I don't know, Frank, and I point to the water dancer.
Oh, don't eat Frank. Frank's kind of all right.
I
Wait.
had to pick somebody.
wait.
Sorry, Frank.
Who is Frank, and why do we have a water
Fred.
down?
Oh, Fred. Yeah. Well, you see,
he
last
new?
time, yeah. Like when you guys were doing other things, stuff happened in the fleet, and we found a stowaway, a water dancer. We brought him on the
He's
ship.
cool.
And, yeah, now he's a part of the crew.
But
He's
you
a
just
cool
said
guy.
you were okay with him being eaten.
I am more okay with him being eaten than me. I'm sure he is more okay with me being eaten than him.
These are fair things to say. Also, do we still have seals in the hold?
Probably.
The ones you saved that survived.
Seals?
What the fuck happened?
I forgot about the seals.
I just look at me and I believe me and what is your name? Monkey's character.
Shemau.
Shemau. I believe me and Shemau have been very busy since she's technically the leader of our group, like in meetings and stuff with the prince and all this other stuff. So we haven't dealt with a lot of stuff in a few weeks, and it's just like, what the hell? Why are there seals in the hold? No one told us this.
No. To be fair, we were like sailing when these problems happened. To be fair,
Yes.
yeah.
Maybe we were on another ship talking to the
No.
prince.
You were on this ship while we were away doing things on other people's ships, basically.
Okay.
Basically, last session was sailing towards here, and it was Xerxes and Grimlock solving problems that happened on ships.
Basically, like process control. And speaking of, without any words, like Xerxes will look to Grimlock and kind of tap his head, like the symbol that they've used for "Hey, reach out to me." and then I will message so that we can communicate and go, we're good, right?
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry about
Okay.
it.
And there's just that silence, and then he nods because it's been a couple days since the incident, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've had a falling out essentially outside of character.
Oh.
Just
It,
in case.
it was morals against morals is all it was.
Yeah.
Well, Grimlock doesn't have morals.
He does.
Exactly. No, he does. He absolutely does, but it's morals of the mass versus morals of the individual.
Hmm.
Oh.
But either way,
It's utilitarianism versus.
populism.
But
Wow.
Yep.
So are we
Yeah.
even? We are close to the city then, correct?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
see the city. You can see the city from your boat, basically.
All right.
We are-
If you're a good swimmer, you could swim to it.
Yes, we
Nope.
are going to dock with several ships that are
No.
damaged.
No.
No, not yet.
If
We're
that's-
going.
I'm
First, we're
going
going
to
to go
take
in
time
there.
to turn Kara into a seabird. So you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
First things first, we will go and we will scout out the city a bit.
Mm.
Leave all
We
the ships
need.
out here. The ships that
need-
are damaged can wait. They just need repaired before we leave here.
Well,
But we can
I think we
otherwise
should
come
at least
backwards.
dock and have the other ships behind us to shoot anybody or to deal with anybody.
I think it's just better
They-
to bring the fleet together and we just take a rowboat in.
We need
That-
to
I
keep
find
the
that-
fleet at a distance until we can secure an area where our people can be safe. Then we can
I-
set up a
Grimlock,
ship
have you checked where
rotation
we can
into the
walk over?
docks.
I agree with that, but I think that at least we should go in. I have a feeling if we are going in there in a rowboat, we might not make it all the way there without swimming.
That's fine.
It is?
I can turn into something you can stand on. It's fine.
What I'm saying is not all of us are natural swimmers. Also, why don't we just, if we're not going to take the ship, why even take a rowboat? Could you just water walk us and we will go in
Yes,
there
I
flashy
could.
style?
I could also do that. Yes. Fuck it. If you want to take the ship, it might not be a bad idea. It sends a message at the very least.
Yes,
But
that was
leave
the
the
point.
rest of the vessels here, including all military
Yes.
vessels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
Right,
dock this
so
ship then.
Give Payman the sign that he has to dock into the harbor. Alright, at the
Mhm.
same time, Ra'al Moon. I'm pronouncing that correct, right?
Yes.
Alright. You have been tasked by Pharaoh Annette to receive the settlers' fleet and Prince Kareem in Illyria. You've waited for a while. They've ran in late. But now, from the docks, you can finally see the large fleet arrive. You recognize the way that the ships are built. It's very clearly an Ambarakian style. And you see one ship moving forwards that seems to be far better in forms and of far higher quality than the other ships, moving towards the harbor. How would you like to continue?
I just continue staying still, holding to the delegation that is forth. We have the house banners up, and we um basically right where the dock is. And does your character see clearly what he looks like?
Not yet. They are coming in closer. And
Okay.
as a while, you may describe your character.
Okay. Each of you come closer. You see a Birdman like machine standing in front of him, and a gold like not gold a bronze like fixture. He seems to be made. Those who familiar with work with or what he is, I think. Who's the character who knows this city pretty well?
That would be me, Amenhotep.
Like Amenhotep, you know that he is a member of the Eternal Guard, Eternal Machines that goes back to the First Dynasty, that have been eternally serving the pharaohs since the beginning, since they were created for. They are incredibly old, but also notably very honorable and also like loyal to at least to a fault.
Would Shin Mao also know about these unique?
She can make a history check.
Yeah.
You would. Okay.
I'd imagine I would. If I can find the history button.
Yeah, you've heard the name. You don't know the details.
Yeah.
Probably fell asleep during one of those classes.
Yeah, probably. Knowing me.
Once we dock, it's like, all right, we should do this in proper fashion. Omarosa and Shimao, since she is our leader, should probably go first. The rest of us will walk behind. Omarosa, please give Shimao your best.
Good idea to bring Amarosa.
Yes, she
Isn't
knows
she
the city
kind-
better.
I know, but isn't she kind of responsible for like all of this shit? He kind of gestures to this general hubbub
That's-
of shitful.
Yeah,
That's
I'll be
why
back. I
we
think we have
need to
some
bring her.
barbecue sauce in the kitchen.
That is why we need to bring her.
Okay, it's on your head if that becomes a problem.
All right, napkins, forks, gotcha.
Hmm.
Y'all have fun. Wait.
You're not copying Xerxes?
He kind of does that. Ah, crap.
Bulldog.
I'm coming. I'm gonna go grab the stuff. Yannick, did I get Kara turned over?
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right, I will flutter her off to scout, and I will disgruntledly be walking or standing near Shai Mao with my hand holding on to her
Yeah.
belt, and I'll go blind. But I am very unhappy about this.
Why?
And I'm like smearing mud on myself so I look less delicious.
Sorry, give me a second.
I was about to ask.
Very
The other
down for the robot.
bringing Bulldog would be a good idea, but he is the ultimate do-gooder, and he actually would be delicious with barbecue sauce. So no, let's
Bulldog
not.
is standing there sharpening his axe, and is like, bull, 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 bull.
Nope.
So many
Nope.
criminals to slaughter.
Nope.
Yeah, we should
I hit the jackpot. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
we should probably keep him away from the
Okay,
city
okay,
as
back.
best as possible to avoid
Yes.
a bloodbath.
Yes.
Yes, at least for now. He is a tool in the toolbox.
Yes.
I'm tempted to bring my brother, Hori, and Kate.
Well, can't all of us speak.
Yes, but I'm wondering if there is a group of avatars in town who we could perhaps get some information off of about the main players in the city.
Yes, and I'm sure there are going to be rats. This is a slum now. So bringing horror might be a good
Also,
idea.
there is
Also,
a really
bringing
cool
my
looking
big
metal
cat
person
might be
who
a pretty-
seems to be calling us in.
Big cat stays on the boat.
It's my big cat. I can bring whatever.
You can do
But
what you
no.
want with it, but I basically get eaten.
Yes, I will leave the big cat on the boat. All right. They eat
I'm going to be in Kara, so don't let me die, and I will go blind.
If you're about to go blind, and I see this, I will ask Xerxes, would you like me to put you on my shoulder?
Just so you guys know, if you're trying to talk to me, I can't hear you. No, that's just me messing with you. I don't care. No, don't put me up there. They'll see me easier.
Do you
Town of cannibals.
Go ahead.
And
Wait. Go ahead.
do you guys continue bickering as the delegation is happening?
Yeah, basically you're standing at the docks and they're already docked and they're like basically bickering with each other in front of the dock before they get off the ship.
Okay, we see that you're waiting patiently. Like let us go, and I will follow Shimao.
Yes. I'm very excited to meet this bird robot person thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Greetings. Hello. Hi. As I get off. Sorry about that. I am Shamal, somehow leader of this group.
where is the prince?
Ah. Yes.
Well,
So, unfortunately, the Sultan has passed, and the prince was called back. He has put us in charge for the time being. My apologies for the change of plans.
I'll hand Shime out the paperwork that
Mm.
Green gave her.
he takes the paperwork and then
Mm.
opens it up to the. Is it actual paper or is it like papyrus?
It is paper.
He opens it and sees the sigil on it with the, and then he just says in like almost like in the side breath, "This is very rude to royal protocol to Varamet."
Well, the prince's father died, and he was
And
needed at the funeral. And a
that doesn't matter. There is protocol to this. You will we will take you to outside the palace, but it's up to Faramet if he wants to see you.
okay.
As this is has been very dramatically misplaced.
Yes.
And to then he starts walking back, and then there the people who hold the standard of the pharaoh's house still stands, but then there's people that go over and offer you like some like fruits and such.
Ooh.
Some of the fruits are not exactly like they're a couple of them are rotten due to the
Oh, by the way, I am on a horse.
What is Oda horse?
I'm on a horse.
Oh. I was like,
Uh,
Oda horse? What the hell is that?
Are you bringing the horse to the palace?
It's outside of the palace, but not in the palace.
He as you see your horse move, it says, "No horse, no animals on the pharaoh's grounds."
Yeah.
He's not an animal, he is elemental, but
I don't. Doesn't matter.
okay.
So, as Hori says, so I'm not welcome either?
It appears not.
Follow.
Alright. I'm gonna check out this city. See if I can find
Hori?
something interesting.
Hori,
Tyreek will know that the turtle girls are notoriously like to the book.
Which is one of the
Like
reasons we bring it. Yeah, it's like, excuse me, sir. Before you do know avatars, as far as I know, are allowed in the palace, correct? Avatars of the
by
deity.
by decree of Pharaoh Met by the date of this, and it's blah blah blah, like 2 years ago. No animals should be designated on the palace grounds.
Question: Shimao, is she allowed?
What's Jamal
He's a-
mean?
Shabal is my character, who is
She's a
tabaxi
cat.
catfolk. Yes, she looks pretty much like the drawing of her.
Yeah, he just says the Jamal will be allowed.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry about it. I have work to do in this city.
Yes.
Hardy, be very careful. They eat
Mm.
things here.
That's why I am a spy, remember?
Yeah.
Did you say that in front of me?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's just
It is okay.
I would yell at this person says, stay on your boat or don't come with us to the court.
Not planning to. I have to spy somewhere else.
They are avatars.
If
They are
you
all spies.
if you go and leave your parameters of your property and be seen outside of the city, you'll be arrested.
They're going. Please lead us to the palace, sir.
Yes.
Amarosa, you will deal with these individuals. You know how to deal with them better.
Okay.
Amon,
Yeah,
you
and
are getting the worst shit-eating look, like dead stared from a 3-foot tall person.
You
Yeah,
are
and
blind. You can't see shit.
I can hear through Kara, and there's just a blind midget staring
I-
you down.
I
Who is very unhappy with the situation.
Yeah.
I am I just got the widest grin, and every time every time Ra is like looking away from me, I'm sort of leaning in and getting like a closer look at his construction and stuff. Just like ooh.
Also, Ra, you will notice since you have been here for a very long time, Amarosa used to be in charge of this city.
Mm-hmm. This is NPC.
Armorosa NPC.
That's not Amarosa.
Yeah.
That's my horse.
It doesn't matter. He still treat them the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. It doesn't go by to if
As
they
you
used to control the city.
as you go off of the ship and up to the docks, and follow onto the dock.
As you guys
towards the
hear, like
palace.
if you guys hear a moving to the palace, you just hear the sound of its gears and such.
One thing that you all notice immediately is as you're looking in as you look in the water in the docks, there's like lots of floating corpses in there that probably have been there for more than a week.
That cannot be good for the fish.
Excuse me, Ra. Why are there?
Why there's corpses in the.
Why are there
I
corpses?
just
Go ahead.
I'll just say they have suffered from a outbreak of a recent disease, and there was no place to be consecrated to the grounds, so they have to be dispatched elsewhere by the decree of Pharaoh Met.
Interesting.
The Pharaoh is not a good caretaker.
Hmm.
I say that very lowly, just to my companions,
don't.
not to Ra.
I hear that, but I don't respond. Maybe he agrees or disagrees.
As you guys move through the docks, Grimlock, you hear your lizard folk language. Alright, boys! Time to make some money! We need that boat! Get back home! As Grimlock, you see a large group of lizard men on the dock. You there! You already got the food? Yeah. Fresh out of the water. Not fresh though. Although they're all talking in lizard folk tongue. think Grimlock is gone.
Can you describe each of your characters, by the
I'll
way?
try.
Yeah,
My
you're-
mic was muted and I was trying to say something there, but yeah. Sorry, we'll describe the characters first. Yeah, sure, sorry. Just
Alright, and
very
Xerxes
mic.
can go first. Here you have a picture.
Xerxes is a 3'1" humanoid of unknown origin, currently in a very pieced together attempt at armor, mostly just layers of comfortable clothing and way too many little doodads and collectibles, and wearing a crown.
Okay.
Shimao.
Yes. So Shamao is a tabaxi. She is sort of armored in sort of like a breastplate and stuff. She carries a shield and an axe. She has sort of sandy cream and black robes that are sort of with like a hood that's kind of up over her head, but her long feline ears point out at the top of it. Yeah, she is somewhat excitable, very much so in seeing this. In seeing you, you are the first. I guess non-organic person she's met, and uh, yeah.
I do have a question. Does she use that like long weapon in one hand or two hands?
It is a glaive that she sometimes uses, but not often at the moment. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. You could just. Thank you. Just wanted. I was just curious.
yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Alright,
Hmm.
then Grimlock, go ahead.
Yeah, Grimlock is a lizard folk with. He wears mostly a lot of like I'll put an image in the chat for you just so you have it because I actually have like a hero force for this. But basically, wears like a kind of seems like a white powdered paint on his face, and seems to mostly be wears kind of like a robe but with covered with a lot of bone decorations, including like a fur pelt. Mostly he doesn't seem to hold many weapons, though he does have a saber, or not saber. What do you call it? Let me see. No, it is a
Scimitar.
saber. A scimitar, yeah. A scimitar, a knife that looks like it's made out of bone, and but overall seems to be doesn't seem to have much in the way of like direct weaponry. He does seem to be wearing like a earring. He does have like now he'd have that kind of hidden, so he doesn't have that out. But yeah, he overall that's the way he looks in that image mainly.
Alright, and
Okay.
then Amano Tip.
Uh, so before you see someone who is around 6'8", probably a little bit taller, uh, wearing obsidian black armor with gold highlights. Currently he does not have a helm on, so you see he has very, very smooth, dark skin that is brown, but is almost so dark it's almost blue black. But he has these lines going down his face that are just crackling with electrical energy, and they go into his body, and you're sure that his body is crisscrossed with these. You are positive. You smell ozone in the air near him,
Okay.
and his eyes are gold and aqua. Uh,
Uh,
Alright, so Grimlock, you see and hear from afar a group of lizard men talking about making some money and eating as they like basically fished up a bunch of corpses out of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize the leader of the group, Yaravorm. He is
What is his name?
Yaravorm.
Jaravom?
Yeah. He is basically a follower of your brother, Magrim.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. I mean, something gods. Um, Grimlock turned around to you guys and goes like, I gotta talk. I gotta do something. You guys, you got this, right? Yeah, you got this. And he's like, tends just to
Are you
circle.
sure you don't need any help?
Nope. It would be better that you didn't.
Okay, we will wait here for you.
No, you continue on. This is personal.
Hmm.
And he starts making his way over. And it's mostly just like walking over. He's not making it any like aggressive movements towards them.
Like one of them looks up and is like, "Oi!" Hey, and it says in lizard folk, "Oi! That's Tiny Grimlock. Hi, Tiny Grimlock."
Do not call me that. And he responds also, lizard folk. What are you doing here, Javavor?
Making money, getting food, getting back home.
What do you mean back home? Why are you this far away or this close? I don't know. Why in this city?
We need a boat.
And where are you trying to get to?
Home.
Javavor, could you be a little bit more specific? You can't.
I have actually no idea. I just want to go home. That's what Margrim told us. Need a boat to get home. We here to get boat for services. This is what these humans do. We do something for them, they do something for us, apparently.
Okay, and why are you dredging corpses out of the water?
We're hungry.
Okay, that's
And
fair.
these people are like really, really stupid. Like, yo, there's like perfectly fine corpses here to eat, and all of them are complaining about how hungry they are.
Well, I don't. It's a whole thing. I've dealt with a lot of that recently myself. So wait, you're trying. Do you even like? When was the last time you seen my brother?
Do I look like the person that keeps track of that?
As the as the leader of a raiding party, usually it is.
Oh.
Why my brother ever lets you leave the camp, I do not know, but...
Because I'm really strong.
Sure,
and these bosses listen to what I say. Yep. We're strong. Like, look, these humans see our value. They give us targets to pick that we can then eat. And then they get stronger and they can give us more.
No, who are you? Are you attacking ships?
No. We don't know how ships work.
No, I mean attacking them, not like taking them.
Yes, but we need a ship. So if we attack and we don't know how it works, it breaks. Isn't that obvious? I thought you were a smart brother.
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah, like has his head in his hands and is just like, Javor, I could see about taking you home if you would just stop whatever this is.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay, can I guidance myself? I don't really care if he sees me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Not good at persuasion. Oh, not bad though with a D4. Oh, 18.
So you get us home, then
Yes.
with rest of tribe, and then
I should. The rest of the tribe.
Yeah.
The rest of the tribe is coming. I've got most of them coming anyway, and I can't leave a couple of brilliant warriors as you and your lot out here. So,
but can we still fish out corpses out of the water?
Probably. I don't see. It's more like a cleanup job at this point.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yes, as long as nobody's. But if any tries to stop you, just don't fight. Don't kill them. Okay.
What if they try to stop us with violence first?
then probably deal with it as they have brought to you. There's no authority in this town, but still just try to keep it to a minimum.
Hi, boys. Seems
And if
we have a new job. Just wait here until we get home and eat. Let's gather resources.
also, if you need somebody to talk to, Gorok is on the boat that I just came in
Oh,
on.
Garak!
Yes, he probably actually. You know what? Fuck it. I don't know how far away are we far from the ship.
About 10 minutes walking.
Okay, I, I, I'll be back. I'm gonna get Gorok. I'm gonna leave him in charge here. Be
Alright.
back in a second. And he like goes like the players always do something else, but he goes back to the ship to go get Gorok.
We go towards the to the rest of them. You're still walking towards towards the palace, and as you guys move, Xerxes.
Yes, sir.
Alright. You still on Kara's site?
Once I'll be doing like I do where I ping in and out sometimes. Like if I get a squeeze from Shy Mal, I'll go back to my regular eyes. But otherwise, I'm mostly trying to get, like I've done before, get a basic view. And I'm sure this is a very large city.
Yeah. As you go into your
Compared
regular
to home,
eyes,
how is it?
you spot someone you know and you haven't seen in a long time. Uncle Zuka. He went away a couple of years ago, said he was gonna make a fortune, and now he looks like a hobo. Sitting next to a like half collapsed house.
I will turn and look at the group and just. I know you said not to run off, but that's one of my uncles. Can you guys give me 5 minutes at most?
Yes, we will stand guard while you go talk to your.
And Xerxes, who usually doesn't ask permission, takes a heavy sigh. I'm trying, and I'll pull the crown off just so it's not like.
I will pat you on the head.
Pompous.
Thank you for trying. I appreciate you.
Eh.
I will look at Ra.
And I will walk over.
Our associate needs to take a 10-minute break. We are breaking for a moment, sir.
We don't wait for you.
Yeah.
Then
We'll be continuing.
We will meet you at the castle. If you refuse to wait, I am not leaving my friend alone in the city.
He just sees us as like he just scoffs at it.
My apologies. The city seems to be very distracting and full of old acquaintances.
And he continues on to the temple, to the house.
Shimao, are you staying with me or are you going to the palace with him?
Well, I should probably continue on with him. At least one of us should probably arrive.
Omarosa, you go with her.
I can ping them if need be.
Amano tip. Can I stay with you, please, for here?
Yes. I understand. Yes.
I was like, can I sit on your horse? Can I sit on your horse with you?
Yes.
One thing that you've noticed is that like people
scared.
people recognize Omarosa, and like most of the like evil eyes of like older people have been stared to her.
Omarosa, put on a veil.
Aman, do you want me to make her invisible? I'll ask this before I go over to my uncle.
Yes. Omarosa, would you like to be invisible?
Yes, please.
All right, I will, because I'm only going to do it on her, so I will... Stretch your foot down, please. very short.
All right.
And I will reach up and tap her on the foot, and I will use just a level 2 slot for invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it for an hour as long as I concentrate. And then I will kind of prepare myself because every time I've run into family recently, it's been bad. What was my relationship with Uncle Zuka?
It used to be like when you were really small, he used to always tell you stories about basically fairy tale stories.
Oh, so he's the one that might have inspired my imagination and
Mm-hmm.
creativity. Okay, so I'll walk over to where he's sitting and kind of crouch a little bit. Hey, old timer.
Xerxes! You've grown so... Well, not big, but...
I get it. You've let yourself go.
Uh, I'm in deep shit, Xerxes.
I can smell.
Yeah. It smells his armpit. It's not that
No, no.
bad.
No, what's wrong, Unc?
No, I'm in large debt. Like, expedition went wrong and wrong. Whew, lost so much money. I'm only here begging and scrapping for what's left behind. Trying to work. This was supposed to be an adventure, a dream, like the stories I told you when you were, well, not that much smaller, but younger.
I get it. By the picture, he's human.
Yeah.
So he was one of the few human
Mm-hmm.
uncles. Okay, awesome. I don't have a whole lot of cash or anything. How far in debt are we talking?
My last expedition cost to try and find some treasure cost 2,000 gold pieces.
And you borrowed that from somebody here?
Yeah.
I'm going to look, knowing how people operate with money, can I roll up his sleeves and look at his arms or anything? Is he fairly emaciated and weak or injured looking?
You can see that he is very malnourished.
I'll turn towards Amon and I will whisper, but it'll be through message. This is my uncle. He is not doing well. I'm going to slip him a little bit of my food, but can you just keep eyes out so people don't rush him just in case somebody's watching?
I will
Get
nod.
something in his belly.
I will nod, and then you will hear very quietly. Come talk to me after you have finished speaking to him.
And he just nods, and I will reach in, and all I have is like the stuff I eat. So I'll take out just like a small chunk of bread and maybe some dried fruit or something that I had stowed away for a snack, and I'll place it in his hands, but enough where I'm watching, knowing that people might be using him as a way to possibly lure in somebody or different things. So I'm just going to put it in his hands and go say, "Go ahead and eat," but I'm on my toes.
He starts scrounging it in.
It's not much, but it's something.
But as people on the streets hear him eating, you can already see that like you feel the different eyes staring at him.
Yeah.
Question. Are these eyes within 30 feet of us?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's a crowded street.
I will put on the dread helm, look around, and then suddenly it's going to get very, very, very fucking scary.
Alright. Go ahead and make a intimidation check with advantage.
Well, okay, cool. I was gonna use the my field, but yeah, I can do intimidation. Intimidation with advantage.
The streets are empty.
I stopped my uncle from running.
Like for a moment, you feel a lot of stairs, and then suddenly, like, it has been
Amaro-
abandoned.
I feel Omarosa fall off the horse because even she's scared.
Tell me, Uncle, do you have somewhere you're staying that's at least somewhat safe?
The swallows. The swallows. It's where many like me go.
At this point, I will get off my horse and go. Xerxes,
Amon,
like,
this is my uncle Zuka. He's the one that inspired my storytelling.
hello, Uncle Zuka. You have done a very good job, Xerxes. And as his uncle and relative, please be our honored guest on our ship with all our guards who can make sure that nothing happens to you. As a matter of fact, why don't you take my horse? It will not stop for anyone and will go straight to the ship. As a matter of fact, it will tell me if anyone tries to stop it. Would you like that, Uncle Zuko?
But I need to fix my debts. I need to fix my mistakes.
Hey. Remember whenever and Amon, you didn't hear this. Remember when I stole that scroll from the Wizards Academy just so we could sell it so that the orphanage could have a little bit of money?
Nods.
Rolgo almost beat me to death for that, and you're the one that pulled him off of me. I at least owe you this. And I will call Kara down, and I'm sure she recognizes him, so she'll kind of perch in front of him. You remember her, don't you?
Last time he didn't have a beard and his hair was a lot shorter, but that's about the main difference.
Kara's gonna go with you. That way, somebody there can take care of you. But please don't stop. I'm not going to hand you any money, and I'm saying that loud, like so that anybody listening knows I'm not giving him anything of value. I will be back as quick as I can because these people need me. And I kind of chuckle.
Nods.
You can't see me rolling my eyes.
Look for a very beautiful lady by the name of Fanir. Tell her that Xerxes sent you and who you are, and she will see to you. I have a very comfortable place where you can sleep for a little bit. And I'll look at Kara. Go, Kara, let me know if you need me.
All right, I will put him on Zephyr when he calms down. Make sure Omarosa is not on it and is next to, and then send Zephyr in full dash, back to the ship. Since he can communicate to me within 2 miles, he can always communicate to me if anyone tries to stop him.
And I will give Zephyr expeditious retreat.
Good lord, that is the fastest fucking horse ever.
So, as Zephyr runs back, someone does attempt to attack Zephyr, but because he's so fast, the attack is with disadvantage, and then by the time they do a second attack, Zephyr is already out of reach, and they basically try to throw stones at Zephyr.
Well, it's just gonna bounce off the steel.
The 7 is a miss.
Yeah.
But someone did attempt it.
I will not tell Xerxes this. Yeah, I will not tell.
They saw a horse in a very expensive armor, and I was like,
Thank you, Amon. But now that he's gone, I haven't been good with family lately. Let's just make sure it's not a setup again.
Oh, definitely. But first, we need to get to the palace, and then
Yeah.
we will definitely. I do not think your uncle is a danger right now. There's no way they could have set anything up yet, and no one knew that you were
He's-
related to him until just this moment.
No, but not only is he a storyteller, but much like myself, a quick thinker. Let's just be cautious.
I agree with you, but at the moment, I do not think it is a problem. But let's get to the palace. I do not want
Yeah.
to be on these streets by ourselves without proper guard.
He's got Kara now, so we don't have our eyes in the skies. So we're moving as quick as my feet will go. So let's go.
Yeah. Omarosa, stay very close.
Yes.
Tug on my cape,
Yes.
and we will walk.
Like she actually like you've never known. She's never done this before, but she like stands really close to you because she's really scared of this city.
Okay.
As
Yeah.
you
We will.
as you walk towards the palace, and both of you walk, you both get the idea that you're being surrounded.
Okay. Are they within 30 feet of me?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. But
Okay.
you see them standing, and they're like, it's a bunch of guards standing there watching you guys, and you see a young man. Not sure what age he is, although looking at it, he is definitely nobility. And and he has a spear in one hand, and he points at you. Amonhotep, I challenge you to a duel to the death.
Sure, but could we do it later? I
No!
wanted at the.
You have disgraced my family. You have made my mother a slave. You have taken away the birthright. Like Amorosa, you like feel Amorosa moving. I am her vengeance.
You know your mother's on the ship, right?
Yes, and she is a slave now, reduced to nothing because of you.
Actually, she has quite a little bit of money because she is paid. She is not a slave.
She cannot choose to leave, so she is a slave. Hypocrite!
Again, she is on parole. I am merely her parole officer.
I do not care about the words of one like you. I challenge you to a death duel, or are you too coward to accept? And you hear a whisper from Omarosa in your ear. Amonhotep, please, I beg you. He's just a boy. Do not accept. Go easy on him, please. Please.
Omarosa, I have this. Calm down. Young man, I will be more than happy to accept your duel, but not at the moment. I've had a request from your mother on the ship to find you because she would like to talk to you. But if I kill you right now,
You
I
will not
be
kill
able.
me. I will kill you and free her, and reclaim our rightful position, and rebuild this city how it's supposed to be.
If I were you, I would run and come back in a few hours when my temper has calmed, and then I'm going to use what is the name of that shit? I'm sorry.
Do I see you about to get angry like I've seen you do
Oh,
before?
I'm not angry. I am not angry. Actually, I'm using
Well,
an
not
ability.
angry, but your aura that I've seen you do before.
Yes, I'm about to do the aura.
As
Yes.
soon as he does that, I cast heroism on myself, so
Well,
I'm immune to fear.
no. Here's the thing. I can block it out for you. You already know that.
Xerxes does not know that.
Oh, okay. I've told you this before. I thought.
No.
You've worked with Amonhotep for so long, at this point you should probably know it.
You know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't use the spell slot.
So yeah, I'm going to use that ability. Conquering presence.
Alright, go ahead.
Hold on.
So what happens is, Magistrate Faihon, all his guards just run away. As he screams, "Cowards! Cowards! I will." Now it's 2 against 1, Amonhotep. Your friend there, and you. Are you honorable enough? You point at Xerxes. Are you honorable enough for a duel to the death, or are you too chicken?
Does it look like there are no watching eyes? Like everyone has scattered away from here,
Yeah,
and is just terrified.
like he had a group of guards that worked for him, and those all ran away.
I would say, if anyone would like to make their presence known in someone's ear right now, that would be a very good idea. If they don't want their son to get hurt.
Xerxes, drop the invisibility, please. You hear the voice of Omarosa.
And I will say it loud enough. Yes, ma'am.
Mother, I'm here to free you. Faihon, Omarosa eyes. I appreciate the gesture that a son is willing to risk his life to save his mother, but you do not stand a chance against Amonhotep in this way. Nay, relinquish and go away. Looks and is like, I cannot accept this. My family has been disgraced by this man.
Fahan, I will have a duel.
I have vowed vengeance upon this man.
Fahan, I will duel you, but not to the death. Well, I mean, you can try to kill me, but I am not going to kill you. But it is not right now.
Then
It
when?
will be in, like I said, in a few hours. No, actually, make it tomorrow. We have much to do today. Tomorrow, meet us at the boat with your guards. We will have a nice duel.
They're all fired from disloyalty.
They are not being disloyal. I used a paladin ability to make them run away. I am very powerful. Your mother is correct. I am going to beat you badly, but not today.
Faihon, please, I beg you as your mother. I know you want to avenge our family and what happened to us, but please, you do not. I have seen Amonhotep fight. And I've seen you fight in your younger days. You do not stand a chance against him. Mother, I have improved. I've become better. I've dedicated my life to the vengeance upon his family, that army he serves, his order. If I cannot kill him, my life is meaningless.
Faihon, again, it is very important that we get to the palace. So I will do this for you. In our duel tomorrow, you may take the first attack against me without reprisal.
I do not want to kill you with a handicap. What kind of... he looks fumingly angry.
Okay, I'm going to do something that I have did not want to do. And I'm going to yeah. I'm going to say I'm just gonna look at him and say drop. As in I want his weapon to drop.
Yes.
Yeah, command. I want
Wisdom
his weapon.
save. 18.
So he
Did
makes
he make
it.
it?
No, he makes it. I mean, it's my spell DC is not that high. It's 14.
Looks at you. The duel is on. Roll initiative.
Okay. All my attacks will be non-lethal.
Alright. Xerxes, if you want to do something, you can also roll for initiative, and you can also roll with...
I will put myself in the initiative order, but unless provoked, and mostly I'm going to be standing there trying to keep Omarosa as
Alright.
protected as possible.
Go ahead and make a initiative roll then.
Okay. My character sheet's being janky. I'm still learning the new computer.
I'm going first, correct?
Yes.
Amarosa, you may help your son if you wish, as long as you do not attack.
It seems pretty crazy.
Alright, go ahead and act.
Okay, this is gonna be real bad.
All your
I wish
attacks are non-lethal, at least.
Yeah, but I'm wearing those wraps right now that that will drain his fucking hit points.
Mm-hmm. Non-lethal is always non-lethal. Doesn't matter how you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where are those wraps? Mummy wraps. Okay. Because I'm gonna have to add those separate. All right. I'm gonna start attacking.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Doing becomes 4, becomes 6 damage
Smite.
total. Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
add a smite to that.
Alright, that becomes 6, becomes 9 damage total.
What is he reducing my damage?
You are, because you're doing it non-lethal.
Oh yeah, that's right. Plus with the mummy wraps.
The mummy wrap extra. I believe it's
You
only
hit it
for
with a
unarmed.
No, every
Yeah.
time you hit with a melee attack, the enemy takes
Let me check.
1d4 necrotic damage. Torso
No,
back.
every time you get hit,
You get hit.
Oh, every time I get hit.
And
they
with
take
the and the
D4.
hand binding is only with unarmed attacks. So if he
Yeah, I'm
hits
talking
you,
about
then
torso
he
back.
takes damage.
Yeah. Okay.
That was your first attack.
That was my first attack.
You hit
Here's
him
my
pretty
second
hard.
attack.
Made a big dent in his armor.
Second attack.
That'll hit.
Oh no!
You said non-lethal, so.
Yeah, but I'm gonna add a smite.
Alright, go ahead. It's 26 becomes 13 plus whatever smite damage.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. Roll again for your smite crit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So that's 20 becomes 10.
Well, no, the crit was the 2. The crit was the 2.
No. The 2 is only 1 dice.
Yeah, that dice is for your when they're an undead or something like that. Basically.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
How do you want to knock him out?
So, with the second one, I come with the flat of my blade. I walk around behind him, come with the flat of my blade on his ass, and just so hard that he just goes out. You may heal him if you wish, but we should wait till we get to the palace, and I will put him on my shoulder and start towards the palace.
Alright. Now, meantime, already at the palace, or specifically the High Magistrate's house. Right here. Shamao and Ra Al Moon have already arrived there.
I'm there waiting for them.
And you both already arrived there at the location. I'm just putting you guys on the right map. There you go. There you are. You are at the not the actual palace, but the most fanciest building where you could potentially meet the pharaoh. The magistrate, the High Magistrate's house, formerly known as Amarosa's castle, but not anymore. Although it is recently it already been attacked by people that ate the former High Magistrate.
Oh.
Alright, so one of the guards says, Ra'amun, the Pharaoh and the
Yeah.
High Magistrate are waiting for you. You may enter with the visitors.
No. I just nods and continues on.
At this point, I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the
Yeah.
group.
Like if you waited 2 minutes, we would have avoided a lot of stuff.
They've been waiting there already for like 10 minutes or something.
All right.
Alright, as you enter the main hall of the High Magistrate, there the new High Magistrate, a fairly young man, sits there. High Magistrate Murhet. Greetings, Ra'al-Moon. Welcome back. Is this... did not expect Prince Kareem to look the way that he looks.
This is
At the
not.
embassy.
This is not
Okay.
Prince Kareem. It was. There was a delay of him being sent back, and to where he is, and I give my pharaoh the letter of notice.
This is not the Pharaoh. This is just someone that is a high-profile person that works for the Pharaoh.
Okay. And then that just says the 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 prince is back. Heading back to his kingdom to get crowned. His father died.
Then you must be of great noble birth, and you have fine clothing choice to come here in those clothes of the Asharan fashion. Welcome. What is your name? My name is High Magistrate Murhet.
I am Shaimal. I have been placed in charge of the fleet until, until further orders are given or until Prince Kareem arrives to take back command. I apologize for the late minute change. Yes.
And I welcome you in my city. I wish it was under more pleasant times, but it has been quite dark. And
You do seem to be having quite a few problems.
tell me about it. I've only been in charge of this city for a couple of months, and lots of problems keep piling up. Some of them solve themselves, but they come back with new problems. But I've heard of this expedition. Since the prince is not here, I cannot insult Her Royal Highness with making a direct comm link towards her. Or for you to speak with her. My apologies. But until the prince returns, is there anything I could do within my power to help?
Well, we do require a secure location where we can rotate the docking of ships to facilitate repairs and allow for the purchasing of goods and things to restock and resupply. And to just allow people a little bit of time to recover from being on the water for so long. This would probably be the main thing that we require. I sort of look back to see if anyone else from the crew has arrived. And it's like,
If we weren't that far behind them,
Yeah, you guys were really far behind me. You guys took a long time.
oh, I thought we only like talked for a few minutes to the guy.
Brother, the uncle, the other guy.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a long
yeah.
time.
20 minutes, 30 minutes, yeah.
All right. I cannot for the size of your fleet. I cannot immediately arrange a place for you to dock properly and a safe zone, because that would require quite a lot of work and clearing out a section of the city. to be certain of
Indeed.
that. But I can, Ra'al Moon,
Yes.
I request by the authority of the Pharaoh that you help these people find their places inside the city. Make sure that they keep alive and that they know the inner workings of the city.
Understood, Master. And he bows and moves to go to the ships again. Yes.
Excellent.
As for trading, I will see if we have something in stock that we could trade around, and maybe you have some things that we might still need. But but I warn you of the city. Keep your citizens well guarded. I cannot guarantee outside of the street of the castle. I cannot guarantee any safety for now.
I see. I see. Well, in that case, will could I request that me and my crew be given some degree of power with which to sort problems within the city should they affect our mission?
He nods. That certainly would be. I've seen the size of your ship. There's of your fleet. There's not much I can do against that. So yes, you have my blessing to do so.
Excellent. In that case, we should be able to negotiate with local interests to help further facilitate. Well, this has gone reasonably well.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I hope your settlement will be a prosperous one.
Hmm.
Now I must take my leave.
Indeed.
As you Shamao and Ra'al Moon leave the castle or the palace.
Hmm.
I run up beside Raoul Moon and sort of slap them on the shoulder. I was like, "See, that was perfectly fine." And
At
you
this
were
point-
all worried and everything.
At this point, it would be very funny if you see me walking with a
You-
guy
you-
over my shoulder towards the thing.
You slap his shoulder, it would hurt your hand.
Yeah, probably. I I like wince when I do it, but try very hard to pretend like I didn't in any way. So,
At that point, as you guys go outside of the castle, Hori comes jumping in. Shamao! Shamao!
yes, I sort of run over to him.
Well,
What is it?
my spying has worked out, and I have found it. A
Oh.
secret rat lair.
Those filthy rats.
Yes, we should kill them all.
Yes, indeed.
They make the city sick. I've already seen it. See the diseases that run through it. It's their fault. Rapla is expanding the war, and we as avatars of Shanira must represent her. Defend the homes.
Indeed. I turn back to Ra. I'm like, Ra Al Moon, my new friend. I have a mission of the utmost importance, and I would request your aid
What?
with it.
What is this?
A group of filthy ne'er-do-wells seek to bring plague to this city. We have found their den and wish to destroy it.
If
Will
this
you aid us?
is this plague, might be the people who've done the earlier attempt.
Indeed.
I'll help you on the matter. If this is a priority.
And follow me, everyone. Come on.
Indeed.
Well, Hori,
Follow my brother.
Hori runs off towards the entrance of a sewer system. Down
I
here,
follow.
there are many rats.
Indeed.
Let's go kill them.
Indeed.
I believe Warforges do not have dark vision, right?
He does actually.
You do? From your
No.
warlock abilities, or
Ah.
Alright.
Indeed.
And on. So, do you want to go down into the sewer?
I would prefer if we do this with more of your companions.
It would be best, but I fear there is no time.
No time. What is it? Alright, then. Go in the sewer, I guess.
It definitely has nothing to do with me being incredibly excited to see what kind of abilities you have. Anyway, after you.
Alright, you climb down the stairs into the sewers. Alright, as it is very dark in here. Here you go.
Oh,
Ah,
it is
gross!
always so smelly. Yes.
Although, luckily, top side or downside, I don't smell the difference.
Well, now that you mention it.
Yeah, it's not that bad, right?
This city does have quite the pong. Yes.
Is both of your dark visions working correctly here?
Yeah, seems to be.
I see nothing.
That is correct. Your dark vision is working perfectly in here.
Perfectly, yeah. I don't even know if my character's on the map.
Alright. These sly beings can come out of anywhere. Keep your eyes peeled.
I go, move me where I need to go.
Yes.
Can you not see yourself, or?
No, I don't.
Alright. You see yourself now. If not, you might have to refresh your roll 20.
I do see it now.
Alright, good.
Shamal, you still have the cape, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright. Well, which way do we go?
I don't know, but I've smelled rats here. Rats. They all have to die. Filthy rats.
He just says to this creature, says, "Stay behind, then.
Indeed.
We will not be having another casualty here."
Yeah.
And his sigil of the thing will mechanically turn into a great Kopesh.
Oh. That
And
is
just like hear
cool.
like mechanical sound of that, and continues on further. I see this rat here.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll just blast it.
Adds that.
Good lord.
That.
As his hand turns into an arm cannon.
Yeah. Just sort of excitedly jump for joy watching. Excellent job, my friend.
More rats. Just
Also,
my arrows will be bet. Continue.
Yes. As Hori like walks towards it and takes a bite out of it and puts it in his mouth and is like, eh, gross. Yeah, that's definitely a Rapla rat.
Indeed. Thank you,
Yes,
my friend.
we're going the correct way. Let's kill all of them.
I am destroying this rat.
Yes.
Just to.
It. Thank you for
So,
taking this
seven-
seriously, my friend. When most people find out that we are hunting rats, they do not take it seriously.
Go through here. We need to go through this sewer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely a smell's coming from that. Shamao, come here.
Yes.
Such
Right.
filth will not bother me,
Mm.
as I was made to never be dirty, and I go through the sewer.
You follow Shamao?
Yep.
Yep.
Follow.
Move you guys. Next part. As you come into a long tunnel and then into an area, as you see two large rat-like men with scimitars. Yee, intruders! What do we have here? A cat? Avatars! Let's go make them sick, boys! Go ahead and roll initiative.
You'll die.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
the Great Plague!
Yep.
Very Skaven.
Yeah, they look like this.
Ooh.
Alright. Alright, Rapla Warrior is first. Hori just sits on my shoulders back. Go get him, sis! As the first, the first Rapla warrior, the Pla warrior, for the Great Plague, runs towards you guys, and as a scimitar, and will do his first strike at Ra'al Moon. 24 will definitely hit, probably.
How much? 24? Yeah.
Yes. For 6 slashing damage, and are you immune to diseases?
I wish, but I have advantage.
Alright, then a con save.
No. Oh, disease. I thought you meant poison.
No, disease.
Yeah, he's immune to disease.
Alright.
Yeah, he's immune to disease.
Alright, then it has no effect on you, and then the other cut, as he does like basically a swinging cut, he's gonna attempt to do on Shamao. So he only took 6 damage from that. Next one is on Shamao, 18 to hit.
18 to hit. I am going to. Yeah, that'll hit. So I'll use my reaction to do the Blade Ward thing.
Alright, then that 6 damage becomes 3 damage, and I would like you to make a con save. So I believe you are not immune to diseases.
No.
You make the con save.
Yeah. You will not infect me.
Not fair! Go ahead, Ra'al Moon, your turn.
Damn. There's a lot of options that I have. But I will definitely take my option. I'm going to go and do my uppercut slash on it. On this.
Plow Warrior, go ahead.
Yeah, it misses.
Yeah,
so
10,
I'm going to do a second attack.
he lowers his scimitar and parries it. 13 also misses as he this time he sidesteps it.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright, Shamao, your turn.
Alright. In that case, I think it is time I finally utilize this ability. I will cast flame blade. Do at
You're a druid.
third level. No, I am a sorcerer. Do level. So with my bonus action, a sort of teal blue flame sword erupts from my hand in form of a sort of flaming scimitar. As I I then sort of slash out at this rat's chest. Sorry.
So he dodges out of the way again.
Ah.
If that is the best tenure I have to offer, this war is a cakewalk! Is that the end of your turn?
Do anything else I could do? Use my action, use my bonus action. Yeah.
Alright. Then it is the other Pla warrior turn. Runs towards Shamao and Ra'al Moon. Time to spread life in the disease. Spreading it around. He will first cut towards Shamao. 15 will miss.
Yep.
And then the second attack would be on Ra'al Moon. 21.
I'll take the hit.
Alright, that'll connect then, doing 6 slashing damage. That is his turn. Then the other Pla warrior's turn. It will do the same again. Do one attack on Ra'al Moon. Yeah! 22. Will hit for 5 damage unless you can do anything about that. And then the second attack will be at Shamao again.
Yeah.
18.
Oh, I'll Blade Ward again.
Alright, that 5 then becomes 2 damage and another con save.
2 damage and then a con save.
You made it, no problem. Ra'al Moon, your turn. They're not getting sick, but they are getting cut.
I mean, barely, but sure.
Okay. I will do this as an action.
Alright, let's see
With shadows on the ground, I see some, and then
flame shadows arrive on your body until the spell ends, causing you to become heavily obscure to others. The shadow turn them light when you have resistance to radiant damage. In addition, whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, the shadow lashes out and the creature deals 2d8 necrotic damage. Alright! Yes. Alright, that was your action. Anything you want to do with your bonus action? Or are you good?
no.
Alright, then Shamao, your turn.
Okay, I am going to use my free casting of Burning Hands from my spell thing, but then I'm going to upcast it with my other class ability by spending a sorcery point or 2. I need to double check the amount, but yeah. So just sort of blasting out the blue teal flame, like my sword just erupts into a wave of flaming energy.
One of them failed it, the other one made it. Doing 18 damage on the one that failed it.
Yeah.
And 9 on the one that made it.
Yeah. Then as my bonus action, I lazily flick my tail and just sort of look, give like a nonchalant sort of look to them, like they aren't worth my time.
All right, and then another Plow Warrior's turn. All right. So the first one, his first attack will be on Shamao, and then the second one on Raal Moon, as they basically they tried to swing to win. So first on Shamao, 25.
25.
25.
Was that to me?
No, that was to
Yes.
Shamao. The next one will be on
Alright.
you.
Uh,
You have your reaction back.
I do. I probably should use it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use the Blade Ward reaction again.
Alright, so that 9 damage becomes 4. And a con save.
And a con save. 23.
Made that
I'm
without
good.
any problem. So, and this one will be on Raal Moon. So that is,
Yeah.
believe, because of that spell, you cast it with disadvantage, right? And if it hits, then they take damage.
It technically, if it's in the dark, like it would. If it's like dark, it would be dark. Like
Yeah, so for them
Yeah,
it's now
like-
with disadvantage. Right?
so, it's not with disadvantage.
Okay.
But if it's like depending if they don't have like dark vision per se.
They do have dark vision, but I believe this is magical darkness, right? Or is it just...
Yes,
right,
it
yeah.
is magical darkness. They're basically blinded attacking him.
Yeah.
So they will
Oh,
be
yeah,
at
alright,
disadvantage.
just being sure. I'm just being sure.
This attack will be a disadvantage, and if they hit, and if he hits, he takes 2d8 necrotic damage.
Yep.
So here it comes. 14 is a miss, but that's a good thing, because
Yep.
else he would have critted you. Alright,
Yep.
that is its turn then. Then the other one. This attack will be at Raal Moon, so that'll be at disadvantage. 22.
A 22 would hit, and
Alright.
you'll lash back at it for
Yes.
2d8.
Ah! As he takes the 10 damage, and you take 8 damage as a response because he was angry from taking damage from you. He's gonna try and do it again with a scimitar. So I believe you also have to make a concentration check for your spell. DC
Yep.
10. Ah.
Fails.
Yes, so the spell is gone, and he sees those shadows disappear, so he will attempt to attack you again, Raal Moon. This time with a 9. So, like, as he thinks you're an easy target now that the shadows are gone, but he was terribly wrong on that assumption. It is your turn, Raal Moon.
I guess I'll just do my down slash.
The one front of you or the one right of you?
The one in front of me.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
I just slash him in half, and then I turn to the other one, and then and then I slash him as well. I'm gonna go and
That'll hit as well, doing 12 damage on him. No! No! My partner! I'll make you pay for that.
and then I put Hexblade Curse as a bonus action.
Alright,
Completely. I thought he was an action, so for a second.
alright. Shamao, your turn.
Okay.
That one gives a dead stare at Raal Moon.
Hey. As he is distracted on the stair, I swing my flaming blade at him. It's just like, with this flame I purify your plague. Damn it. I'm not rolling well to hit at all.
Yeah. As you say that, people aren't supposed to call out their attacks! As he raises up his scimitar and blocks it.
But then how will people see my awesomeness? Do I wanna... I wanna get the one attack. I will... You know what? I want to show off to my new friend. I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell and cast magic missile. So as my blade sort of misses him and hits the ground, like 3 flaming, like cackling versions of my head sort of blast out from the fire and then fly into him. Doing 3 damage each.
Yeah, 9, so you take him down.
Yeah.
And that the combat is over as Hori shouts, "Well done! We have cleansed the city of the rat invasion. Well done, well done!"
This is not an invasion. What is wrong with your use of language?
It may not seem like an invasion with just these small numbers, but they multiply quickly. Best to catch them when they are...
Understood. Thank you for the help.
Mm.
Well, I need to get into automatic repair, but where does your power come from?
That is a good question.
Seems
kind
very
of...
demonic.
Oh, demonic.
Demonic?
This is the first...
I like Hori. Hori looks like super upset at Mao.
He doesn't look upset. I mean, it's hard to say for a robot to look upset, but he says it in a way like he's not trying to judge you per se.
I sort of look down and dejected at the being called demonic.
Demonic? We bloody saved the city from a rat invasion!
I am an avatar of Shadir. It's divine. It's the opposite of demonic.
So she's literally a divine.
Hori jumps up on your shoulder and starts hugging your face.
Me?
Shamao.
No. Yeah.
Your brother and sister. Like,
Yeah.
he thinks we're demonic. Our literal purpose is to keep houses safe. That's like completely the opposite. Have we done everything wrong?
No. I was trying to show that I was awesome at everything, and it apparently means I'm evil.
I was trying to be a good spy and find out the enemies of the people's homes. I feel your pain, sis.
No.
Somewhere passing a sewer grate is like, why is Hori screaming? He just keeps on walking.
The wailing moans of cats.
Yes.
Alright, I'm over it now.
Same. We are going to be the best demonic house protectors out there. Right, Shamao?
Indeed.
Hi.
We should probably go back to the boat and meet up with all the others.
Oh no, I'm still headed for the palace. I'm going to talk to the guy. This is about to get real bad.
That's true.
Meanwhile, Well, at the same time,
Yeah.
Xerxes and Grimlock and Amenhotep arrived back at the High Magistrate's.
Oh, I didn't realize I was going to there actually.
You don't have to.
Well, the other thing I was gonna do basically, like, because Grimlock was just would be sorting out with the people, his people for a bit, like
Oh yeah,
basically.
that's also fine.
Yeah, like that's just for a qualifier, just like it doesn't have to be role played out, but basically he would be telling them, "You gotta listen to Gorok. He's gonna be leading you for the time being. And on top of that, if you see any diseased corpses like they're full of boils and stuff, don't eat that. That's bad food.
But we like the mushrooms on top of them.
If they're mushrooms, yes, but if they like look like they got boils that look like they'll give you disease, do not eat them."
All right. They're like, okay. They are
Oh.
very disappointed.
And I guess they'd ask him one more question just as a thing. And also, who was hiring you to do things?
You, just some guy.
Show me later.
Okay, we can point at him.
That works. And I think then he just walk. He goes like I guess he'd bring them back to the ship as well. I guess because they'd like then have to explain it in the ship. But like that's the main thing for him basically right now.
All right. Xerxes, Amenhotep, you arrive at the castle. At the front door, the captain of the guard asks in Asharan, "What is your business here?"
We have been invited by the High Magistrate. We are direct Prince Kareem. We had to stop a moment because a member of our party had an issue with a family member, and then I was attacked. And I look at the person on my shoulder, and so we were delayed.
The High Magistrate is not available anymore and has already spoken with the leader of your fleet, Miss Shamau.
She's
And arrangements
of the leaders of the
arrangements
fleet.
have already been made.
Great. I'm going to have a talk with her about waiting. But question: do you know what arrangements have been made?
No.
Question: what do you do with people prisoners who have attacked you?
We kill them.
I do have a question. How long does this session usually last?
4 hours total.
Okay.
Normal D&D sessions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when he
sure.
says
So we're now at the halfway mark.
I'm pretty sure when he says execute, that Omarosa is gonna probably make some noises of like, no, that's not a good idea. Yeah, cool. So we cannot talk to the magistrate. Do not know what they talked about. Do not know what arrangements were made. This is going well. Do you know where our associate went? At the very least.
Yes, they followed a cat, a talking cat. Long live Goddess Shanira. Protect home well and good.
Yes, they are avatars. Question: since we are since one we were originally invited by the administrator to come speak to him, could we get guards to help us go back to the ship since we do not want to be attacked again?
We are short on men right now. You can wait here for a couple of hours and then I can have an escort arranged.
What do you think, Xerxes?
Well, seems Chimau got stuff handled. We move with a bunch of soldiers. Obviously, we're going to be more of a visual target. If we move quick, we can get back.
All right, Xerxes, if you could make Omarosa visible again.
I'm gonna do even better. We're all gonna be, and I will upcast invisibility with my
Wait.
level 4 spell slot.
All right, Xerxes, can you climb up onto my shoulders?
And then because it's not concentration, I will cast see invisibility on myself, so I can keep an eye on the others.
All right.
And then I will scamper up.
So I'm going to put Omarosa under my arm, and I'm just gonna flat out like run towards the ship, invisible, full dash, 40, 40 plus 40 every turn. So 80 every turn.
And Shamao and Ra'al Moon, you guys were also heading towards the ship, right?
Yep.
And Grimlock was already at the ship.
Yeah, he's basically like currently like explaining to his people, just like, and then like face palming every 2 minutes because he got left with the worst part of his people.
Might may strike, we are strong. That's all that counts.
Yeah, he got like, I think like, he's even just like more disappointed that like his brother let these ones specifically out the loose without letting them have a guide back. Because Grimlock's fine, he's always like, you're meant to send at least one druid with them to make sure, one of my pupils to make sure they don't fuck up. And this is exactly what happens when you don't do that.
And literally, they're being used as muscle or assassins by somebody who's much.
Yeah, they were easy to manipulate at the best of times.
Alright, then Ra'al Moon and Shamao arrive first at the ship as they see Grimlock talking to the other lizard folk. And after a little while, Amonhotep and Xerxes arrive at the ship as well.
So we arrive at this ship. I'm like, Xerxes, you can release the invisibility. So we start walking up the plank, and suddenly.
As soon as we get inside of it, like I'm climbing down, and I'm gonna go check on Zuka. Come get me if you need me.
Shamao, are you here?
Yeah.
I walk over to you. I'm looming over you. You knew we were
Hello?
going to the palace?
Yes.
And you did not wait for us.
Well, our guide here wasn't going to wait for us, so someone
If you
had to
did
go
not
and
go
see it.
with him, he wouldn't have kept going because he would not have had anybody to take. Then I look at the guide, and if you are a guide, you are supposed to guide everyone. If we need to take a slight break, we need to take a slight break. By the way, we were ambushed. Great job guiding us.
I don't. He goes and speaks in an authoritative voice. Says, "If it, for the sake of the pharaoh that you visit, if you go around and
we are not
make him
visiting
wait,
a pharaoh.
You failed protocol, and I'm his servant. I was doing the matter of how you want to do this is it's not my responsibility."
Yeah, I drop what's his name on the deck, and it's like Fihon is like, somebody please take this man's armor off, have it repaired, put him in the brig, treat him nicely though. He is family. Good lord. Kissa. No, Kissa died. It was shit.
Oh.
I do say Kissa, and it's just like, oh shit, I forgot about that. And so I will call for the other one, whose name I can't remember right now.
It's right here. All of them.
I'm having problems with roll 20, so I can't really see anything.
You're probably thinking about Tech Best.
Yeah, Tech Best. Tech Best, you know him. Make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Go and guard him until he wakes up.
Alright.
Amarosa, you can go and heal him. We will have a discussion with him in the morning about attacking people in the middle of the road. And no, I promise I won't kill him.
Hmm.
The
I
shit
have
is
no idea.
like
What is this whole thing about?
I was at Amarosa used to be in charge of this city. There
I
are many
know.
people who want her dead. That is her son who wants me dead since I am her parole officer. So they came with a bunch of gods. They came with a bunch of gods to attack me. It seems that they had already prearranged this attack when they saw me in the city, and they used the fact that you went ahead as an opportune moment to do so.
Hmm.
If any right has put forth due to honor his stake, he has the right to choose to fight for his honor.
Hmm.
It is not his honor; it is his mother's honor, and the Sultan, who is also in charge of you, has
No.
put out the put the I'm sorry.
The Sultan does not command me. I am a part of the Eternal God, and I serve righteously for the last 7,000 years to the pharaohs of this land.
The pharaohs serve the Sultan. I serve the Sultan, so that means
Doesn't
you
matter.
serve the Sultan.
I am not going to argue with the pandering of this. So let's get to the point. What is your beyond just your Hotep thing? Can you give me a whole explanation of the kind of settlement that you plan to do?
Yeah, Grimlock at this
Once we
point, with the name of settlements, he's also going to start walking into the situation, and he leaves Gorok to deal with the rest of the lizard folk.
yeah, because at this point, Amenhotep is like straight up face to face with. How tall are you, by the way?
Hammond Hotep is Mike. He is around 6'3".
Okay, so yeah, Amenhotep is still like towering over you, and it's just like he is like done with this shit. It's like he's not trying to be rude, but he's
Amanhotep, could you take it down by 3 notches? And
This
back
is
up?
this is why I am team leader. You get angry at people way too quickly.
I don't know. Oath of conquest. That's kind of what we do. Like he says that in a way, and then face palms. He's like, you know what? I'm going to calm down. Going to calm
From over
down.
by the couch. Yeah, you're supposed to be mad at me.
Grimlock comes
Why am
over.
I mad at you?
I did.
That's your
our thing.
poop dynamics. When someone passes by.
Yeah, so he goes up to me and I just says, and it says, "You think I am afraid of you?
No, well, you will be.
I will be."
Can we not pick a fight with our new friend?
You're well aware of the prowess of the Eternal God, aren't you? A member of this land.
Is that what you are?
Question: am I aware of just how powerful they are?
They are the most powerful warriors that the pharaoh has to her availability.
You know what?
They'd be equal basically to the royal guard in Ambarak.
Compared to me, how good are the royal guard in Umbara?
Depends. The average warrior is weaker than you, but the advanced warrior is definitely a challenge. Or stronger.
Right, you know what, Ra Al Moon? Let us settle this as gentlemen. A little spa right now to see exactly if.
How about no?
How about yes?
No.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct. Okay. I'm sorry. I have not introduced myself personally. It is nice to make your acquaintance, Ra. My name is Grimlock. I will be one of the people making a settlement in the territories of the Pharaoh, and I appreciate your guidance here and your time.
It's
Yeah.
just calm the head of your paladin.
Mm.
He is, yes. Don't worry, he's fine. He's just a man.
He's just mad because I did all the heavy lifting in the conversation with the magistrate.
No, I am more mad that I look like a fool going up there to talk to the magistrate, and it had already been done. So they basically like, go away, little man. You're not important.
Oh, why did you go up there? I had already sorted it. That seems like a waste of time.
I literally put my hands on your shoulders. I told you we were on our way. That we were just talking to his uncle, and that we would come to the palace. That is why we were going to the palace. How did we know that you sorted it?
Hmm. You know, now that you mention it, yeah, how would you know? Huh. Well, I guess you could have asked the guy outside.
I don't like you a lot right now, Shema.
Well, it seems very
Okay.
obvious to me, says Bulldog.
If anyone says, isn't it obvious they are going to end up in the drink with the corpses? By the way, I have noticed that there are a lot of people who are heavily diseased in this city. Does anybody diseased and need it removed?
No. I almost got diseased whilst fighting some vile rats down in the sewer.
Wait, so you left us hanging there to go fight rats?
We saved the city,
Yeah.
says Hori as he walks by. Killed all the rats.
You did
Yeah.
not kill all the rats in the city.
All the important
No.
rats.
Mm. Yes. Much like not all cats are the are avatars of my mother, Shanir. Not all rats are servants of what was his name again?
Rapla.
Like Rapla. Yes.
Well,
It's like our arch enemy. I really should remember his name.
well, forget. Yes. I remember no name, so don't feel bad. I will say this. I honestly think that we should all stick together in this city from now on. It is very, very dangerous.
Really? It all seemed pretty fine whilst I was walking through it.
Um, so, Ra, you wanted to know about what we were doing with settlements. Is that what you wanted to know?
Yes. Those. If
I
you're planning to go west, it's the best land you can do without much of the competition of the um, other cities.
That is good to know. Thank you. We basically, for me particularly, I am coming with my own people, as you can. He kind of gestures back to the others over there, with some of these ones, and we'll be settling our own village, hopefully somewhere in the territories.
As you
And
say that, I look and notice the listener like, wait, what? Since
oh,
since when?
don't worry about it.
What?
But either way, we, generally speaking, my people will be coming, and we will try to, most likely, try to settle somewhere along the riverbanks. As we suffer, we deal better in water than we deal better in the sands.
Mm.
What do you mean?
Or
We have 10 lizard folk on the ship. What do you mean? Don't worry about
Romano
it.
tap. People are speaking. 2 seconds. What was that, Ra?
he just speaks. But I only am to the command of my lord. I do believe I must return to him.
Mm. You sure
I
you do
actually
not
do.
want to?
Actually, what's my job is to help with get them settled in. This is we're gonna go. This is after you're done with your provisions. And let me go to my voice mod. There are manor houses there are places for esteemed guests to stay if you seek such matter of quarters.
Mm.
And there's the brothel district as well.
Fair
Mm.
enough.
Is that where they sell soups?
What?
Broth, you know?
No.
No,
Broth
that
for all?
no.
Is that?
A
Oh.
brothel is a place of lady or men favors.
Oh. So it's like a handyman area. Got it.
No, no,
That's
no.
one way to refer to it.
I mean, there might be hands involved. No, a brothel is a place of prostitution.
Oh.
The fact that the machine knows about a brothel and you don't makes me worry.
That is interesting.
Or he
And
just
also,
says like, it's like what that work does that succubus that we encounter a couple of times does.
oh,
Sex for
I
payment.
get it. Definitely get it. Yes. Ah, why would anyone want that? Ah.
This
Either
is my
way.
life now.
Yes. What now then?
Well, going over what we discussed, effectively, we're going to try and get a safe area sort of set up where we can start rotating some ships in. Though that's going to prove difficult as we don't fully have the authority without Prince Kareem here. But I have secured authority for us to operate as needed within the city for affairs involving our ships and stuff, so we can effectively like sort out criminal enterprises, negotiate with local leaders for support, stuff like that.
Well,
Fair enough.
you mentioned that the clearing out a section of this.
Well, not clearing out, but making sure there is like a safe area where we can dock, people can stretch their legs.
We do have
Not like
many.
the entire ship, not the entire fleet at a time. We will have to rotate. But we're also hoping to be able to do some trade for supplies and things, that sort of stuff.
We do have many troops. They could assist with this.
Indeed.
That is going to be the point once we get a place set up. But first, we need to find an area that has sufficient docking space.
Hmm.
And a shipyard, actually, because we'll need to probably dry dock at least 2 of the ships.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Out of character, this might be important. Out of character, you guys do know that the Navy specifically likes
What, you cut out
that
there,
is the
Manuel?
actual thing.
You cut out.
Yeah, you
We
cut
have
out.
no
like,
idea
the
what you
thing.
said.
Yeah.
I said out of character, you guys know that specifically all the members of the Navy and the Marines like Amenhotep.
Mm.
Well, that's fine. Like we already know that we have their.
Officially, these people aren't Navy though.
Yes.
We also do know we can like I think we already know that we can kind of use the military forces, but we need to secure an area that's actually like, we can't just if we just take whatever dock we want, it might not work. But the issue is trying to find one that at least like seems like a good area.
You can take any dock you want by force, but depending on which one you choose, the amount of force that you need to use is significantly lower than on certain ones.
Yeah, that's kind of what my point is.
Yeah.
Like scouting out the city first and finding a dock that is either not occupied by another force or one that is at least easily enough defensible. In the sense of like probably like a
Well,
Yeah.
dockyard that's a bit like more enclosed in some sense.
again, we should wait until the administrator gives us go ahead,
Well,
and
they
also
effectively can't give us any go ahead in some way. We need to scout out is the main point. We're not doing anything yet. The point is scouting. That is always been the
He
point.
He has given us permission to operate within the city, so we can search for this ourselves. And sort this ourselves. He just cannot give. He cannot effectively use his administratorial powers to assist greatly because one, his forces are stretched or whatever, and two, we do not have the prince, so we cannot contact the pharaoh. So he won't contact the pharaoh without the prince, and then
Yes.
it,
Okay. Yes. Okay.
but
Let's.
we do have permission to operate and do as we need to.
Okay.
First order of
X.
business, I think, is going along these docks and seeing if we can find an area and find out some information.
I, as
I-
a Fenrir, says like, I, as a carpenter, can go out and look around a bit to see if there's any place where we can repair the boats.
That's not
Leave
a
that
bad
to me.
idea.
Well, originally I was going to send out gather more information of the area, but it seems that she is not popular in the city
Couldn't
at
imagine
all.
why.
You know, I feel like that was like weirdly obvious, but
I thought she might be a bit of a hero because she wanted to keep things the way they were. But it looks like that everyone blames her for not giving up right away and having this act.
Well, no, it's more like doing something, not succeeding, failing them, getting captured, leaving them to die. Most people don't like that type of thing. But either
Plus,
way,
I'd imagine the people who would think of her as a hero are not the kinds of people we would like to be associating with.
also mostly they would be aristocrats. Most of the common folk would actually not be as into
Hmm.
the slavery part of that, considering that probably a decent portion of the population here may actually be former slaves.
That is
Yes.
also true.
That is true. That's why they might want her dead. Also, the person I brought in and had put into the brig, that is her son.
Oh,
He is the
yeah.
one who ambushed me. He had a bunch of guards. I scared them.
Ah. Well, that's useful. Maybe.
He very much wants to me dead.
Go ahead.
Resting in the chair and has his hands behind his back, just waiting for everyone is ready.
Oh,
Yeah.
you wanted to go do something, didn't you? It's so nice for
Yeah.
you to wait for us now.
I was commanded to make sure your the needs of your persons is secure for your stay in the city.
Ra, since you are actually a local expert, do you know of any docking areas out here that are generally easy to take or freed up, or any people we should speak to of any interest?
Of what specific docking of what people you need to talk to.
Basically, like, is there an area that you know on these docks that would be large enough to house several vessels that we could secure easily?
You have to currently the right of your designation can only have one dock. But
What?
if you seek to dock even more ships for provisions, you'll be around four of them right over there in the pier that you can make room for. But it's as said, it's this place has been very busy, and the docks have been very much maintained in the last 200 years.
I see. Well, maybe we should go check that part out first, seeing as it is a close by and we'll see who controls it.
Indeed.
I will
And
go
well,
on. Fenrir says, I will go on my search to see if I can find anyone that can help us repair the ships.
do you
See you
want,
later.
Frania, before you go, do you want anybody to come along with you? I think Hadi could use a stretch off the ship.
Sure thing. Adi, come along.
He knows about ships, so he's actually a good one to send with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if Ania is going to go do that, why don't we follow Ra Al Moon
Mhm.
to where he wanted to show our new residence be.
Yeah. Continue in the securing of a area of where we can operate and do what we require.
Alright.
Hmm.
I am reusing this map for this purpose. Music.
No problem.
I'm enjoying the fact that my character is mad at him for being like such a stick in the mud. My character is the stick in the mud.
Yes.
It's like, wow, this character has outsticked in the mud.
Proper protocol must be followed.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who follows the O is being out like
For everyone, you can go to the bathroom if you want to right now. I'm going to the bathroom real quick too.
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. Needed a break.
I am enjoying your character.
Oh, I am too.
that-
Not actually.
Yeah.
Join my character.
Yeah.
Yes. I just find it like really funny because
That is a real cool
Amenhotep
concept.
really is about the rules, but he's willing to like look aside the rules because that's how things get along. But
Yeah,
yeah,
he-
your character's like cannot do that.
Yeah.
He's very much a old soul that has been active for a very long time.
Yes.
My God, my rolls have been bad today.
Yes.
My roles have been great. Have you seen them? Like every time it's a crit. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah. It happened. All right. I'll be back.
Alright. Well, I mean, you did have that Eldritch Blast which was like a double crit.
He has a better. He prefer if he wants to actually be more effective at killing people. He has the bow that he can transform his weapon to.
Nice. So, your warlock. What type of warlock?
Hexblade.
Oh, okay. Now I really want to duel you.
He could beat your character.
Okay. That's why I said I really want to duel you. Maybe my character can beat yours. Who knows? I got stuff. How are you liking the game so far?
It's great. Pretty interesting dynamics with everybody here.
I'm sorry, you cut off.
It's a very interesting dynamic with everyone here. I mean, it's a very interesting setting, and I'm glad that I can do a character like this.
I am back.
Ready to continue?
I believe some are still gone.
I'm back now. Yeah. Mhm. Right.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
No,
Okay,
I
cool.
could not hear you saying that, asking if I could hear you. There's no way that you can prove that I did.
By what you just said, I can.
Lies.
No, that's just that just means that you are very predictable in what you're saying, and that Monkey can predict perfectly what you're about to say at any point at any time.
Indeed.
I'm gonna leave that alone because that actually might be true. I have known Monkey.
Yeah. It's important to know that I have crippling ADHD, so I don't always pay attention.
I'm
or
back.
remember anything. So,
Alright. Xerxes, you there?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, Xerxes, you got my PM?
No, I've been handling stuff here. I'll look at him in a little bit.
The tiger.
mm,
You
Yeah,
got a tiger by himself.
I'm temporarily nursing a wound, so if I don't immediately jump back in,
Wait, did you get scratched by a tiger?
I did not get scratched.
oh.
I got bit.
Oh,
So
I
I
am.
have about a. I may after the game go get it looked at. I have about a half-inch gouge in my leg. He just got spooked, is all it was.
Oof.
The sedative hadn't kicked in yet, and the trainers that were picking him up to help get him to the zoo spooked him, and he just lashed out.
Yeah.
But luckily, as soon as he saw it was me, and I said, "Phil, down," and he stopped.
Do you like the tiger is called Phil?
It is short for he. Tigers are, if you know much about like horses and hunting dogs that get these fancy names based on their lineage, it's actually philosophy something something something, but I call him Phil.
Feels much
But
better.
anyway, yeah, that's going on, and I'm here.
Alright.
Right.
We will continue.
Yeah.
You guys went towards the docks to try and see if there's any dock that you can make a deal with to see or an agreement with that you will help them out or that you can dock at. The docks are way bigger, but I just put this map on with a couple of NPCs to interact
Oh,
with.
I'm okay. I'm still on our boat.
Staying there?
Oh no, no, I'm still on the boat map. There we go.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Hey, I know that place.
Yes.
So Ra'al Moon brings you to the first of the few docks. How would you like to continue?
I have a very dumb question,
Sure, go ahead.
and this is just because it'll be all I'll really have. Have I seen any of my people?
Here? No, not yet.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm like constantly on the lookout for anything, but otherwise I'm mostly staying quiet. I got more food and everything for my uncle while everybody else was at the ship, but that's why I wasn't saying anything, was just other than being bitch. But Xerxes was making sure his uncle was like, I I put him like in my little area that I've taken over of the ship with my couch and desk and everything,
No
and
problem.
let him get some comfortable sleep and introduce him to Bullbug. Tell Bullbug how great a storyteller he is, and they can be friends.
I will tell you about the time I slaughtered 50 criminals in an alleyway. I charged at it with my pullmobile, mowed over all of them. Bum, 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 bum.
For everybody else, that's fancy. For Bullbug, that's Tuesday. But anyway, otherwise, I'll be just tagging along unless somebody specifically needs something from Xerxes.
I'm wondering what the bullmobile looks like.
I'll be honest, I may not be much help talking to these people. I'll be here, but I do not speak Asharan.
The bullmobile is a mammoth. Don't you remember, Monkey? He
Oh
was
yeah.
riding over people on a mammoth.
Oh yeah. Good
Was
times.
it a mammoth or an elephant?
It was a mammoth with on top of it a bunch of extra, like a helmet with extra horns put on top of it. That's why it's a bullmobile.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a mammoth. Like, okay.
Makes sense. Yes. All right.
Well, fearless leader,
Mhm.
what do you want to do?
Well, I suppose we need to figure out who is in charge of this place and get uh, their permission or their aid to start bringing in some ships. Well, yes, and then also figure out who's in charge of like the security in the area. Uh, Try and get some liaison going with our own men, our own the security that's part of our group to secure the location a bit more. We don't want anything happening to the settlers. Yeah. I imagine we will likely have to deal with various sort of favors and things probably in the process of securing it all.
Most likely.
That is very good overall plan, but I was asking,
Hmm?
how do we start?
Well,
By finding the person in charge.
there
As
seems to be
in,
a
like,
couple
do
of
we
guys on
just
the
go and
docks.
talk to somebody?
But
Yeah,
they're
I would
like,
just walk over to somebody. Who is currently in charge of?
You bleeped out there.
I will go walk over to somebody and basically go, who is currently in charge of the dock? Like to speak to them. If it
Of this
would be.
specific dock, it is Muat.
So are they in charge of the docks in general in this area?
Just this specific dock and this specific area in the docks, but there are other docks and there are other people in charge of those docks.
We might be needing to get several people to aid.
All right. So can we speak to the person currently in charge of the dock? You don't mind.
Yeah, you can talk to Muat. He's there. He's there on the docks.
Thank you.
Hey, Amon.
Yes.
I know I literally never say this, but You're doing a good job, and I will give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you, Xerxes. Someone appreciates me. And
And then I would like catch the shy Mao, and I would give one of those shrugs, like, eh.
Like, he's literally doing exactly what I said we would do. Like, I said we should do this, and then he was like, "Oh, but what are we actually going to do?" And then you went off and did. I don't understand what is going on here.
no, you basically went like big picture. He was like, point at a person who you want me to talk to. That's what he was trying to figure out.
Could I have gotten Kara back?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Hello,
Good day.
Mahad.
My name Muhat.
Muhad, I am sorry to bother you, but as you can see, we have a very large fleet, and we were wondering if there was any way we could use your docks without going through too much rigmarole.
We,
Well, that can be arranged. How many boats do you want to add in my dock? For a proper payment settlement, we can surely solve this very quickly.
Hmm. Uh, question. I mean, a reasonable payment situation, fine. But how many boats can fit in this one dock?
If we maximize it, but that'd be a bit dangerous, we can do about 20 boats in the docks that I have. But I wouldn't recommend actually going for the full 20.
All right.
More like 12 would be a responsible amount.
Hmm.
So if you want 12 boats to dock on my part, for what long of a period are we talking?
Unknown at the moment.
Probably a few months.
A few months, then.
Eventually.
A fair amount. You can use my docks for 12 boats that you can interchange, which I can also see that you have more than 12 boats.
Mm.
For, say, a period of 3 months, 5,000 gold pieces.
That is. How often do you because out of character, it does not look like the city has been a lot of business because it appears that everyone is avoiding the city.
Hmm. And what benefits would we be getting by choosing your docks?
Well, my guards will be protecting your ships as well. We have a night watch, so that'll be protected. And of course, we have the best brothels in the cities right next to our docks.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's not the soup place. All right.
Not soup. I whisper up to shy Mao.
Hmm.
Actually, pl- are there any other docks near here? We want to see cover our bases.
Uh, yes, there are, but they aren't as good as mine.
Of course, they are not. We will just have to see for ourselves. Thank you very much.
So they only have shitty dock runnings.
Well, I mean, one we can. So when we walk away from Mahood, I was like, one being right next to the Barfels is actually a bad thing.
Probably. Probably. I do not know much of these places, but from the sounds of it, they probably attract quite a lot of criminal enterprise.
Also, why would we trust his security guards when?
We can
Mm.
bring our own, but having more guards is always good.
Well,
Mm.
technically they would be good, but also having his guards would put our ships at risk because I just want to check something while they're
Well, that's why we don't let
trying
them
to
on the
steal.
ships. They're guarding the docks, not the ships themselves. We can put our own guard on the
Yeah.
ships, keep them off the ships.
But there are
Regarding the
other things
ships
they can do.
from the docks. But yes, I do see that is a potential place where
they could try to charge people or rough up people if we
Oh,
don't have
that-
all guards there,
yeah.
that kind of thing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Mm.
trying to say. It does not
No, I
necessarily
understand
mean that
that.
they'll be on the boat.
Mm.
All right, let us go speak to other dock people. So I'm going to
Dockmasters.
dock masters.
While we're walking, can I kind of trail a little bit behind the group?
Sure.
Not far enough to be dangerous, but like Xerxes is known to do.
Yeah, no problem.
And I'm going to pop detect magic because I always do this when a new person shows up.
Mhm.
And I'm going to pop detect magic. And also, we were gone from a little bit. See if Amon picked up anything new or just nosy Xerxes being Xerxes.
Alright.
I have the
Ramon,
wraps.
Ra Al Moon. Please tell me what Xerxes senses that is magical from you.
Rod, you can go first.
I'm sorry, my mic it kind of like froze a little bit. Basically everything. His armor, his whole entire plate that makes up his metal body is magical. Eyes to something coming from his chest is very, very magical. And his weapons, his and a thing on his back. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I every time we meet somebody new, I ping them for magic.
So Amon Hotep, what you currently has up, not a whole, but two of his weapons are magical, and you actually know about them. His glaive of warning, and his uh long spear, elven champion slash village idiot, uh, his dread helm, the mummy wraps, uh, his technically his plate adamantine armor.
Mhm.
Wait, there's something else. Got a medal. Several potions.
Yeah, so nothing new.
Yeah. Uh, Scroll of Crusader's mantle. Yeah, nothing that you don't know about, as far as I know. The mummy wraps would be the newest thing.
Then we're good. And I'll just keep that up though, if I may, just for my own sake. And looking around, seeing if I was curious if there were like any gang affiliated groups or anything, if my knowledge of streets would pick up on any of that, but you can tell me in the future as we get more used to the city.
Mm-hmm.
I'm people watching.
All right.
Hello, sir. Are you the leader of the...
Go ahead.
Hello, sir. I'm going to Raihan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the leader of these ducks?
Yes, I am.
We were looking for one or two docks to be able to switch ships in and out to be repaired and people to be able to come into the city in a safe manner. We were wondering at what price you'd be willing to share your docks and how many ships could come on them, etc., etc.
Well, currently, I have a problem on my dock. A rival gang is trying to take over my dock, and we are in a war against them. I have a. You probably have some soldiers on your ships. If you're willing to help me take out this rival gang, you can sit on my you can sit on my docks without any problems. You don't have to do any payment. Let's say, and you'd have access to, let's say, 10 boat spots.
I do have some of your wording was in a rival gang. Does that
Yes.
mean you are part of a gang?
Everyone is part of a gang here. If you're not part of a gang here, you're gonna die.
Did kind of get that feeling.
Yes, yes. Can you tell me about your gang?
What do you want to know?
What
Hmm.
general things are you guys into? That kind of thing. Hobby?
Hobbies?
Basically, he's trying to make a joke about, hey, do you rob, steal, or are you one of those gangs who are like more like protectors kind of thing? That's basically what he's trying to ask without, being rude.
Well, we protect shops for payment.
Oh, protection racket.
Uh,
And if
hmm.
a shop does not pay,
Then they do not get any protection. And all the criminals in the town know that the shop is not protected.
question: you don't attack the shop owners yourself,
Not that I know of.
so you're basically just a security for it.
Yes.
Uh, could I insight him?
Sure. Seems like an honest bloke.
I'm going to use that inspiration Xerxes gave me. It's 1d8,
Yep. No,
D6.
1d6.
1d6, 13. Still
Seems
seems
like
like
an
an honest
honest.
bloke.
Still seems like an honest bloke.
I am only Baby Bard.
Only baby Bart. Understood. Uh, all right, thank you. We would definitely consider it. Uh, could you tell us more about this rival gang?
They're in the same business as us, and basically every shop that doesn't also pay they arrest every shop that is on our payment plan to change over to their payment plan.
Question: you don't harass their shops,
Now we do.
but they started it.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to incite that.
Go ahead. Seems like an honest bloke.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your time. We will get back to you.
Not.
Shamal, would you like to talk to the next stock leader?
Would I? Maybe. But you are doing good work. So I will allow you.
Oh, thank you. I so appreciate it, old magnificent.
Of course. I've got to keep my second in command busy.
I would very much stay away from the edge of the docks if I was. And as I approach this gentleman, is somebody's in the background singing "Circle of Life"? Circle of Life.
Good day.
Yes, we have to use that voice now. Uh, good day, sir.
Hello there. How
hello.
may I help you?
I
This
was
guy's
what?
tall. It's a Goliath.
And he has the only Goliath with a mane of hair, a
Yes.
lovely mane of hair.
Mm-hmm. Take a good look and it's a wig.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Is-
You can see
8
his
feet
son
tall.
playing down on the dock. Uh, okay. So, sir, we are, as you can see, our fleet is looking for a place to dock, literally, and we were wondering uh about the prices or services your dock could bring over the other ones in the area.
I want a favor for a favor. You have a great fleet, and I've heard that you're gonna making a settlement. I want my ships that leave later on, when you build your settlement, to have priority docking at your docks later on.
Ooh, that is.
Then I have access for a total of 8 ships.
It's getting smaller and smaller on each dock.
Indeed. Indeed.
We will very much consider your offer. Thank you very much.
Not sure we actually have the. I sort of whisper to Amon. I'm not sure we have the authority to offer that, though.
I mean, technically we are in charge and have the authority. The prince
Well,
can change it later, I think.
you basically need 3 people of your 4
Yeah.
council group to agree with it, and then you have the authority to make it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good deal, but
You need to either
uh,
convince Grimlock or Xerxes that it is also a good deal to make.
yes. I mean, because like you
Or
said, later
depending
with
on
his ships follow.
Shamao's opinion about it.
Well, anyway. Excuse me, sir. What sort of business do your ships sort of deal in?
Trade caravans, or well, trading ships. We move spices along.
Spice trade. Always lucrative.
Hmm.
So, sir, if we were to make these, the favoritism for our docks would be for the same amount of time that we're here, correct?
No, when our ships arrive and your docks are full, you must send a ship away so that our ship can dock.
Well, no, I understand that, but I'm saying for 3 months, correct? Or do you want permanent
Permanent.
that might be an issue since we are only asking for preference for 3 months
Mm,
at most.
indeed, indeed.
Hmm.
How about preference for a year, which would be more than reasonable?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Is well, it's up to her if she wants. I know
Shemau
she
can
is
help
actually.
if she wants to.
Yeah,
I
she is
will
actually good at
help.
charisma.
Yes, I will
Okay,
Huh?
help.
I go ahead and both roll a persuasion check then. Shemau does the help.
Oh, not good.
Monotep failed, but let's see if Shemau's help can actually make it a success. Alright, that 8 then
19.
becomes a 14 because of Shemau's help. And he thinks for a while. Make it 2 years and we have a deal. Instead of 1 year.
We will have to get. We'll have to run this over by with uh, our fellow committee members. Ugh, you know how that goes. But we will get back to you on that.
So, so as we walk away from this guy, so I actually should try to get all the docks in this block to make this area safe. But
Hmm.
the thing is, the first dock I would try to haggle him down a little bit. I think 5,000 is entirely too much.
Hmm.
Uh, especially since he has no business whatsoever.
True. True.
Second, I do think we should help the other. He seemed relatively.
Hmm.
I do think we should help the other guy clear out with the rival gang.
Hmm.
We will see how violent the other rival gang is, and
Well,
I definitely would like to deal with this gentleman, but 2 years is a bit much.
Yes.
A year
think
was quite
it
a lot.
is.
I thought I was being generous.
I think 2 years is all right. It's a stretch and it's difficult, but yes. As for the other dock with the gang, I think given that the city seems to run on various gang groups, getting in good with one could help us negotiate and deal with further problems down the line.
Before we finish this conversation, maybe we should go and talk to the others.
Indeed. Yes. Back to the group. To the committee.
So we were explaining what is going on, and then we were talking about. So yes, we would very much like to make deals with everyone on this dock, but we want to be careful, and we definitely don't want to overpay. What do you think, Grimlock? Should we help with it? I think it would be a good idea to help with the gang issue. I do not think Grimlock cares. What about you, Xerxes?
Grimlock has himself muted, if you didn't know it.
Yep.
Uh,
I said something I said a lot, but I said nothing.
Go ahead, say a lot
Sorry,
again.
what I was gonna say, what Grimlock was gonna say, sorry, was I think overall, for one thing, the 2 years, the dock thing is actually, I think, fine. It's a couple of ships every so often. It probably won't be much of a disruption. If nothing else, it'll bring trade. Guaranteed trade is actually better than anything else. Second, for the gang one, I said we should probably scout out some just to get some information on how big the rival gang is, because for all we know, it could be, oh, help us with the rival gang, and it's the top tier, second tier gang in the area, and wasting our men's lives on a fight that isn't really ours may be much. Just to figure out, I do think it is a good idea. I just think we should figure out a bit more before we jump into his thing. I think we could probably agree to the ship one, the docking one pretty easily, and the other payment one if we negotiate a bit more probably. But even then, we do have money that we were given for our ships. A settler fund. We could use some of that. We do have that to use, so it's not like it will be a huge problem.
Yes.
Okay then. Seems like we require more information for what is going on with the gang one.
I'd like to weigh in on the gang situation.
Of course.
I understand the idea of one sees us helping, the others will think they can get help, and it could build a repertoire, but it could also be picking a favorite and upset the wrong person. I only know this having lived on the streets and dealt with gangs a lot. If somebody strong came through and allied with the shepherds, then my corsairs would have seen them as a potential threat, whether they then offered to help in the future or not. I understand wanting to help people out. Gods know I am the first one to jump in on something like that, but we want to make sure this isn't just a clearing out of a threat for an expansion of someone who is going to just then become a tyrant of the docks, for lack of better words, because they're already at war here, and we know this. But everyone is a gang, and everyone is going to have their desires and purpose. We don't want to become the shiny new toy that everybody starts pulling in 1,000 directions, and instead try to stay focused.
Well, I agree
That's
with
at
you,
least
but
my
I
view on it. I'm going to refrain from a vote on anything, but that is my input on that situation.
I will say, while you are absolutely correct, if you try to, that is going to be just as much of a problem. All these gangs will see us fair game.
Mm.
If you understand
Mm.
what I'm trying to say.
I would rather be seen as the one who chooses no sides than the one who chooses wrong when we don't. Like Grimlock says, we have no information. We could be. The
Mm.
term gang is used very loosely in places such as this. It could be a bunch of street thief orphans, or it could be 10,000 bullbugs. We don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the point. We'll find out more information about those. But the other two
Yeah.
docks, I think, are reasonably easy to go to at this point. The 8-ship one, yes, it's a low amount of dock space, but it will start getting people on land for a little bit, get them to stretch their legs a little bit.
I will ask
Did you ask
for
if you?
any agreements.
Sorry,
A contract is written, and I will write out the contract.
that's fair. That's a good
All right.
idea.
So you should start with Mufasa, lovely voice, and also great singer, and start with
about
Mufasa over there. He wants to use our docks priority for 2 years. Since we will have priority over his docks for 3 to 4 months or so. I will.
We're going to need an exact number.
Yeah, that's where the contract part comes in, where you can
Yeah.
deal with that.
I'll handle that.
Uh, and then let us go talk to this gentleman right here. To try to get him to come down in price. We don't need his guards.
Mm.
Being close to the brothels is bad for us.
Mm.
Is it
And
bad? Would it not at least, some of those sailors on our boats have probably been
that's why it's bad.
pent up. Well, but like giving them a bit of a relaxing time, it's never a bad
What do
thing.
you think happens with the sailors on the dock? And they're supposed
It's
to
true.
be swabbing the deck, but there's a lovely lady blowing kisses at him just a
It-
few minutes
Well,
away.
everybody needs relaxation. A
No,
monotep, you
what I'm
can't.
It
Well,
is
what I'm
true.
saying is, while I agree that being close to the docks, the brothels, is somewhat useful, it is more detrimental, as in that it is bad because all the sailors will want to go. That will cause issues. What I'm saying is we can use that as a way to get the price down. And also, I think that most of the normal sailors should go to the other docks, whereas the military ships, which are less likely to break rank and order, should use the brothel dock. I do not think the normal the ships should
just
be
out of
at the brothel dock.
curiosity, did you ask the Goliath what other services his docks allow besides for docking?
No, we did not ask that of the second guy
A
either.
good question. Yes.
We
No.
go back to the Goliath and Rahord and ask that question.
Both are trading spots.
Ah.
Do they offer any
Interesting.
security?
That as well.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
Do
I
they
fair.
have any trade supplies that are visibly?
The basic things, food and clean water and nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I would.
But they have some there that can be seen
Hmm.
plainly. Okay. I didn't want to just be bullshit. Yeah, we're a trading place. We ain't got shit.
uh, so I would. It's like. So I will come back to. It's like, yeah, the trading security. I don't think security. We do not want their security.
I,
We have
I
enough of
think
our own
I,
men that
I understand
They're
that. I'm
secure.
going
just
to
saying
demand some of
it's
it's involved.
it's 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 a bonus. Is my point. Like the security is always going to be a bonus.
Hmm.
I think it is a
Yeah.
detriment, but
It
fine.
literally can't. I don't know how it could be a detriment. We have our
Well,
like. If you're worried about our people being harassed, that's why our guards are there too. they
Hmm.
keep them in line. But it also means
I
if we
would
get
think
attacked,
that
then we would have multiple people. Like I don't think they would want to piss us off.
I would also think that a dock owner isn't going to let us just post our own men and none of theirs.
Well, that is true.
Their
I'm
mock
saying,
is
look,
correct. They're going to be involved, and we're going to have to pay for them.
yeah.
I think it's fine by itself. It's not an issue. Just the only ground rule is that they're not allowed to board the ships that we have in dock. That's the only ground rule we need to set there. And any harassment of our people will be considered a breach of contract.
All right.
That should solve any potential issues with that part of it.
So Xerxes, would you like to go sign a contract with the guy who and try to get the price down with the guy who 5,000 gold, Mahmoud?
You guys haggle on that. I will start something. I'm not going over there by myself.
No, we would go with you.
But I could come with you if you wanted to specifically. I can't speak Asharan, but I can at least stand there and look at them.
Well, yeah, I'm all
Intimidating
about
me.
usually handling stuff
Yeah.
solo, but this place gives me the heebie-jeebies. I
Alright.
will need a while we're here at the docks. I do need to. I didn't bring any of my writing utensils or anything with me, so I'm going to have to go back and get them either way.
I can pull some writing utensils out of my pack. Pack.
I would rather use mine.
Okay.
I have a very specific ink.
Alright.
Was that Ra there for seconds, right?
Yeah, well, who doesn't speak Asharan?
Xerxes doesn't speak Asharan. I speak
No,
it.
I do.
I mean, I'm sorry.
It's only
does.
Grimlock in the party that can't speak Asharan.
Yeah.
All of them speak Hyberakian, though.
Mm-hmm. What languages? What language do you speak?
If I would, he speaks Hyberakian, Asharian, and the Greek one.
Oh.
Thailean.
Those three.
Well, what? So you guys going to talk to you two talk to that guy for the 5,000 gold bit and see if you can get it down? Shimao, maybe Shimao, you're always the way your sorceress powers work. You're really good at talking to people and possibly getting a better chance at it because of reasons. Maybe
Fine. I
Let's
will go be
Shimao.
cute and fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you mean go be? You are already are cute.
Damn straight. I go up to Mahad and I look at him like, hello. I was wondering if it would be possible at all to maybe negotiate the price down a little bit. And I give him the Puss in Boots wide eyes stare.
Go ahead and make a with that. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Oh yeah.
Could I assist?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead and make a deception check as well.
Oh, I was going to do persuasion, but never mind.
Yeah.
I can't do deception. It is not as good.
Yeah.
He's like, we can talk about the price. Maybe you can. Maybe I can knock a bit off, but then you can do me a service as well.
Oh.
Yes, you have quite a bit of guards.
Mm.
Let's say you pay 4,000 gold, but then for that period, 30 of your guards also have to protect my terrain in a specific area.
Interesting. So
A
look to
specific
him on
area
her.
of the docks?
Yes.
Where is the specific area? Like, I'm suddenly like very leery because it's a specific area, not.
He points. It is this here, my house.
Your house.
Mm-hmm.
You want 30 guards just for your house.
Yes. This is a dangerous city.
Hmm.
And this way, if something happens to me, something also happened to your guards, and that means you have, with the rest of your guards and yourselves, motivation for vengeance. This will scare people off.
Hmm.
Question. No offense to you, but that also would give you motivation to maybe irk who you should be irking.
Everyone is
Hmm.
irking someone here in this city.
You know what I'm trying to say.
It also indeed gives me space for loyal guards and fighters that are loyal to me to send them out to do other stuff. That is correct.
What kind of other stuff would you have in mind for these loyal guards?
Mm, take down rivals, escort trade goods, uh, all that sort of stuff.
You guys
Protection
are
guards, escort.
you guys are like really open about like the nefarious sort of like taking out of rivals and shit.
Who the hell's gonna stop us here? We've been
I mean,
lawless for
clearly.
since High Magistrate Amorosa is gone. The city has only gone to further shit. And now that we're all maggots in the shit pile, might as well keep crawling until you're the top maggot.
I have a question.
Hmm.
Did you think High Magistrate did a good job?
She did until she decided that she could take down that she could resist the entire sultanate.
Hmm.
That's foolish.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was very foolish.
We have the city had maybe 5,000 well-trained soldiers, and they came in with 30,000.
I was
Yes.
one of them, I know. Um, if
Maybe
she
don't
were to be
imagine
placed
that.
back in, if she were to be placed back in charge, do you think she could clean up this mess? If she was still alive?
No.
There.
No.
Yeah.
Scorch is going after her. If they ever found her.
The who?
The Scorch.
Who
Ooh.
are they?
The Scourge are all the slaves that have been freed from her yoke.
Mm.
They basically they're an underground gang. I'd say they're the most powerful gang, although nobody knows exactly where and what they are, where they are. But they actively hunt down former slave owners in the city and make them pay.
Hmm.
He should get back to the ship.
Intriguing. Intriguing.
Oh, and
Um,
they are very creative with with their punishments for the former slave owners, and I'm pretty sure that the lady Amorosa would not be safe with them around.
okay.
No,
So,
definitely not.
I would like to say very much, one, we don't think being close to the brothel is a good idea for us. So that
Hmm.
is a detriment to your bargaining position. Two, we are more than happy to have our soldiers help with guarding the docks. As a matter of fact, we insist on it. But we would not just specifically only guard your place so that you could make uh moves, big moves. Let's put it that way. Also, you don't have a whole lot of business, and that is a relatively very high price for
There aren't a lot of docks here either, or at least good
True.
functioning docks.
True, but we do have access to one or two others. So, is there any way, again, to get you down to 4,000 gold? Because we are not going to assist you with the high crimes and misdemeanors, because everyone wants us to assist with the high crimes and
Out of Yes. Also, out of curiosity, you aren't like the rival gang that's harassing Raihan's docs, are you?
No.
Oh, good, good.
We have a we three probably also talk to Mufasa, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, we are the triad. We are at peace and we protect each other a bit. At least when it comes to the dogs.
of course, of course. Better the better the
Protect
neighbor
each
you
other's
know.
dogs, but we do not protect each other's other businesses.
So I would say that 4,000 would be a price for the original deal. Again, 5,000 much, and I would say definitely price gouging.
I have 4,000. I would agree with, but then indeed your guards must also help go on patrols on the docks to protect them, and you must take the docking points that I have nearest to the brothels.
Hmm. Hmm.
He specifically is trying to, yes, because specifically is trying to get
Customers.
brothels.
Yeah.
Yes.
I take it you are at least a shareholder in the brothels then.
I'm guessing
I make
so
sure
too.
the girls are protected, and the men, of course.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So I have no problem with this, but unfortunately, it will be our boat and the military boats who
Ah.
will be coming.
Those
Yes.
are the best
Specifically-
customers.
No, they're the worst customers because the captains are very, very hard on the men. With the military.
Hmm.
They are good when they are on leave.
Yeah, they
You'd
would
be
probably.
surprised. I've seen soldiers here before.
Oh no,
Yeah.
like so in America, like when the ships come to no. I'm just talking about soldiers on leave. Like the fucking military, especially in New York, they lose their fucking minds. Like it is insane. But the thing is like if they're not allowed to go out, they won't go out. Whereas normal ship guys, they
We
would
are
just
not in
like
America.
no. I'm not talking about America. I just meant like ship docks in general and how soldiers act on leave. At least American soldiers are horrible.
Hmm.
Someone wanted to say something. Who was that? Because I heard. Did someone try to interject or?
No, I was just humming to myself because I was just like, I was waiting for a second. I was like, okay, whatever. This is to do. with-
Yeah,
So we are boring the others.
Yes. Take the
Sure.
deal.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We will have someone come and
Obviously, our people are of the Sultanate and things, and for reputational reasons mostly. Our people will not be engaging in any criminal activity. They will protect, but they will not engage in criminal activity. Okay? So keep that in mind.
But yes, we have no problems with controlling the.
Alright, let me arrange things and make sure that there's room for you guys. Oh. And he walks off.
Excellent. That went in a way.
Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Kind of with gangs, so I can beat some people.
Yes, well, we're going to be aiding a gang probably once we have more information on the lay of the land, and
Yes.
it seems like the slave gang is a pretty big deal.
Well, no, they are not not a slave gang per se. They are a gang of
Yeah.
ex-slaves.
Yes, that is
Oh, by
how
the
I
way,
meant
we
it.
need to get back to our ship.
Okay.
For what?
Oh,
For what reason?
I'm quite worried that he just said that they are targeting ex-slave owners on the docks. And guess and the biggest ex-slave owner
well,
Oh,
throughout the
is
city.
on our ship.
well, I know, but like, would they really be acting that quickly, considering the fact that it's a heavily armed ship with multiple
Yes, because they were
fighters on
all
it?
staring at.
No, there were people. I don't know what you're talking about exactly, but I would imagine it was just people who generally seen her, and maybe somebody should have listened to the advice of maybe you shouldn't bring in the possible pariah into the city.
That is true, but also, if I hadn't, her son would be very dead.
Yes,
Also,
you could have knocked her son out either way and
I
brought him back to the ship.
I would have no, I would have killed him.
Oh well, then that's on you then.
But here's the other thing: her son found me within like no one in this. Well, there are a few people who know who I am, but
Well, no,
like
to
with
be fair,
Omarosa, they
people
immediately
knew that a large fleet was coming here with a royal envoy, who
they wouldn't
probably,
know that I'm here. But
well,
so
possibly we're
somebody
very
knew.
popular, very big names at the moment.
What I'm
Yeah.
trying to say, Grimlock, you're just being persnickety, is that they were able to mobilize a large group of people to ambush us.
A large group
In
of
in
people.
less than yes, there were at least 10 people. He had guards and such. It wasn't just by himself.
You mean like, I don't know, a noble who would generally walk around with a large bodyguard no matter what the situation was?
What I'm saying is that noble was able to get here with a bunch of people and attack us within 20 minutes of us being here. It's been a few hours now. You don't think they would have could possibly arrange something?
I think they would plan it a bit more further, but I guess if you want to rush back and save your slave, you can do so.
She is not.
Amonotep, you could try to argue semantics, but nobody's going to agree with you.
That's true.
You don't pay slaves.
You're not paying her currently.
No, I am.
Yes,
Oh.
you're paying off like a car. I'll be honest. I know very little about slavery because my people do not generally do it, at least not amongst my tribe. But indentured servitude is just slavery with extra steps, brother.
You know what? We go back and the ship is on fire. I'm just look at you and I
If they can
see.
overcome that ship, then this place is way too dangerous to even let any of our fleet in. Because
You
that
know
ship is
what I'm
filled
saying.
with fairly decently strong people, I
All
would
right.
say.
Yes.
Okay, we can go back to the
So
ship.
I
I think we've got what we need here anyway.
yeah.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
have
I
a
just want to
docking.
go
You
check.
have one docking point currently, so.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah.
did Xerxes and me go off while they were doing that? Then,
Mhm. Yeah.
Xerxes, do you want to do that now? Is he there?
I do.
Yeah, I'm here. I thought you were asking.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
no,
just
that's
along for the
I'm
ride. All
asking.
I'm literally doing is writing out the contract.
Oh yeah, then we'd be just doing that right under the contract,
Yeah, you
basically.
guys were going to Mufasa, right? To like
Yeah, just to
make
write
the
out the
deal.
contract.
Like he
2
gets 2
years.
years of priority docking at your settlements.
Yeah.
All right, that is then arranged. So you have a total spot for about
Uh,
20 ships.
could I make Could I make 2 copies of the contract so he
Oh, yeah.
has one?
No problem.
But I am not signing. I assume we have like a signet ring or something for doing official business, or how do we have to do this?
Hmm.
He just signs it with a stamp. That's it.
Okay. Well, I was meaning
Yeah.
from our side, since we are the voice of the
Mhm.
Yeah,
for
basically, do we have
Basically,
do we have a
what you guys have to do when you write it is that 3 of you have to put your signature on it for it to be
Mhm.
official. Because when it comes to these types of decisions, you need to have a majority rule between the 4 of you,
Mhm.
because you guys are the commanders, and You can if 3 people agree with it, you can basically do everything within reason. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
if you all 4 of you decide to sack this city, then by law the soldiers and captains are required to attempt to sack
Yeah.
the city. They
Okay.
might desert en masse because you made a decision like that, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
basically
just
like
didn't know
you're
how
not. Yeah.
yeah,
if we were authorized to sign for stuff. So I will go
yeah.
to the other 3 and gonna need signatures here.
The
Come up
only
with
sacking that will be done will be in the brothels.
What?
that. What?
You
Here,
don't
sign
get
the
the joke?
contract I'm on here. Just do
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I said no. Okay, so have you ever heard the term sack?
No,
I don't want to know.
We don't want to know.
that's fine.
No, hit the sack means go
No,
to
we
sleep.
don't want to
No,
know.
it's fine. Leave it
Which
for
part
now.
do you
Okay,
don't
well,
want to know?
Just
So
sign the line, Manu. Stop trying to tell me about your sack. Sign the line.
out of character. I didn't say any of that.
I know. But either way,
Okay,
sign the line. We get that done. We go
I
back to the
signed the
system.
line.
I will
ship?
I will bring it. I will bring both copies back over. Get his stamp or signature, whatever he chooses to do. And once it's all handled, just so you know, Yannick, I never signed it.
Alright, no problem.
My signature is not in the world.
And
As long as it has 3 signatures of the
Yeah.
party.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to know how we could handle it. That way, if there's another forgery person out there, they're not using my name.
while we're walking towards the ship, though, Grimlock will just talk to Ra for a second, or try to anyway. Ra,
Yes.
are you okay? Like, are these superficial, or do you need some help with this? And he's like looking at your injuries.
My injuries will be prepared over time.
I could help if you want. It doesn't really matter to me, but I could help you.
How can you
heal
help?
that?
What do you say?
Xerxes is actually interested in this. He goes, "Can we heal that?"
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah. I'm actually curious on this.
Yeah. Could we attempt to try to heal you?
The spells you would work, yes.
Okay. Well,
Oh, you're not a
Are
person
you
in
ask-
there.
no, it's not a suit. It's a
Where I am an ancient
Dude,
machine.
What?
Ooh.
He's an
What is-
automaton. That is what he just said.
Ooh. What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
It's kind of like a golem, but with clockwork.
I'd like him to answer it, possibly, to see his more
Oh.
in-depth, reasoning behind his thing. Ra, what are you? Could you explain it and
Much
let
more
me
than
write it
you.
down? What'd you say? Ra?
I think we lost him.
Here.
He did say he was going to do something, so I think he might be like
Yeah,
half.
Yeah, I know. I'm here. I'm here. What was the question?
Oh, it was basically what are you exactly?
I am a unit 04045 of the Eternal Guard, but my creator gave me the name Ra Al Moon.
I see. And
Does it translate to anything?
What was the question?
Does your name, does it translate to something?
It's Ra of the Moon.
Oh.
but there's no organic parts to you then?
There is. Not really, no.
Ooh. Cool. Well, I'm going to attempt to heal you because I feel like it would be interesting. I'm just gonna cast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cast a healing word on you, basically, just. So it's an extra D4 as well because I get the thing. So it's 9 hit points back to you, if you can take it.
Yeah, he will. How much hit point did he lost because he's not on here?
Oh, I did. How many hit points did he lose? Because I think you can't check a sheet.
Yeah, okay, I can check the sheet now. It's 43, 42. It says, and you can see some of the metal bends back to shape, but there's certain parts of them that are still damaged.
At least we know we can heal you, though. That's good. It'd be awkward if we couldn't.
Hey Grimlock, since we pull our magics from different places and things,
Yes.
if he'll allow it, can we see how my divine magic versus your nature magic might affect the healing? My curiosity's been piqued.
I generally wouldn't say anything, but literally,
I'm back on the computer, by the way.
No good.
okay. This is. I mean, you guys are treating him like he's not a person. I mean,
I'm
he's
not treating.
intelligent.
I asked him if he wanted to see what happened, and he said it would work. So I wanted to see if it worked.
I just feel like it would be like going to Shamao and say, "Hey, can I shave you and what it looks like under there?" I'm
Hey,
wondering.
I did. I asked that question one time, and it did not
Oh
end.
God!
Did not end well for me. They kind of got a bit mad, yelled a lot. I had to
Yes, they
leave.
would.
Well, yes,
Yes.
but you gotta learn the lessons, and sometimes you gotta
In
ask
fairness,
to learn those lessons.
Yeah,
We
but
did learn the valuable lesson.
the cure wounds continue to help bend back a lot of his shoulder, all of it. But near around his face is still some damage. But like it needs like 5 more hit points.
Yeah, basically it's like superficial at this point.
It's like, may I? And I will. And if you say yes, I will touch you and heal you for 5 hit.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Do so. And you heal back. But the way it heals, it's almost like mechanically inside of him, kind of like kind of goes on overdrive, almost like fixing the metal from like venting it in and out and all of that. It's almost like an automatic repair system.
Yeah, it's like as if
That
we're
is,
adding energy to the system and it's then using it to
yeah.
push stuff around. That's cool. I like that.
In my head, I'm thinking nanotech.
Mhm.
It's a bit ish, but GM said nanotechnology doesn't exist in this world, so
No.
Oh, no,
No.
yeah, no.
But
What I'm
mine is
saying is
something similar like
visually
that.
nanotech.
Yeah.
Yeah, visually nanotech.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You are a
Yannick,
very
whenever
cool
I
thing.
Enchanted liquid metal. Sorry.
when I
It's kind of liquid metal. It says, "Thank you for healing me."
No problem, brah.
You are-
Hmm.
I
I'd
may
have
have
heal you, but I do not have that ability.
uh, I may have had an ulterior motive. Ra, would you please be willing to spar with?
You want me? You need guarding in your. Let me repeat that. You need a procreation in the spa. Is that what you're
Spar,
asking?
spar, SPAR, as in fight with each other without killing each other. A spar.
Okay, I was almost assuming that you were trying to hit on me for a second.
No, you are not my type.
Amonotep, we've talked about this. Stop trying to hit
I
on the
will,
new
I
people.
will skin you alive, lizard boy.
You can try, bitch boy.
We are both
You just
laughing as we say this.
Wouldn't you like to find out, weather boy?
All right, all right, animal boy.
What?
you
What
go.
else?
It says what? How can So you want to know what I can do?
I just want to fight somebody, but also, yes, I would like to see.
I
Since
think
you
you will be. I think you'll be very much humbled.
then humble me, my good man. After an hour, I need 1 hour.
As you arrive at the ship, you see that the ship is actually a bit more emptier than it was when you left, or at least
Oh, that
the
is
main
not
part.
good.
Because also, some of the people on the ship left. Although it doesn't seem like anything violent went on around the ship.
Are the lizard folk still here?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
They're doing their traditional headbutt exercise. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
So,
boom.
that's
so,
why
so,
that's why I put Gorok in charge, because that's more his specialty. He's there.
so, I'm gonna go
You
up
need
and
to.
find.
You need. All right, boys. You need to fight smart. You need to use your head when you're fighting, like this. Boof.
Out of curiosity, GM,
Yeah.
when it comes to, like, I know currently Gorok is kind of not that strong, but like comparatively to Jarvor, is he like similar or is he like weaker?
I have to actually look. 16 strength on Jarfor,
I think they're about equal
18
then.
strength on Gorak.
Oh, you did strength. I forgot about that. Cool.
Or is that the wrong sheet?
That might be. Oh, that might be his old sheet, because his old sheet has the 18 strength. Because like he was originally that stat block. He's now like I have his stat
My
block here.
bad.
It's 16 on his current one. No, more like in the sense of like, like if they were if
Yeah, I put
like
the wrong sheet on there by accident. I don't. Well, yeah, I don't know what on the new sheet he has because you have it the D&D Beyond.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
But
he basically.
Jarvor has 16 strength.
Okay. Well, they basically have it. He's Gorak is ever so slightly stronger then, because he's got 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair enough. Sorry, I was curious, but yeah, continue what you're doing.
I was just going to say, where did everyone go?
Yeah, we should go check on that.
Payment says, well, Fenir and Hadi went away to look for people that can repair boats.
Yes,
That's fair.
And
but no one else was supposed to leave the ship.
But we never really told them that.
yeah,
Yeah, but we
exactly.
assumed that they would know it. No, was
Well,
dangerous.
yeah, but
And
but we didn't.
Amarosa took Tekbes, Jafar, and Nargis and her son for a walk.
Oh fuck.
With
Fuck,
those
let's go.
with those numbers, I was like, in my opinion, that it would have been safe, and we had more than plenty enough people to protect the boat here.
That's. We need to go get your fucking goddamn.
Did I make a mistake?
No,
Payment
Yes.
no
asks.
payment. It is not your fault.
It is not your fault, but you should not have listened to Omarosa. When does anyone listen to Omarosa?
I
Let's
thought
go.
the argument made sense, like with the because the city is dangerous. Like with that extra escort, it would have been fine.
She
It's
shouldn't be
fine.
taking her son and anyone else.
Let's
I'm
go
going to
find. Let's go find
yeah,
your wayward thing before she gets herself killed.
by wayward warlock. Yes, let's go. I'm gonna grab my horse and everyone, would you mind coming with me? I mean, as in our group, including Bra. Would you mind coming with me? We need to go pick up some people before they get themselves into trouble.
All right. What? How do you need help? Do you need protection or otherwise?
We
Consider it protection for now.
yes.
I'm as to your command. I have asked to help whatever I can for your delegation.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Okay, let's go find
You
you.
know, you,
Sorry.
you know, it's
Grimlock, if you could do the honors with the survival.
I will start to try to track them down
All right,
if I
go
can.
ahead.
I will guidance myself for this.
I
Try to help search for them. Guidance. Let's put a D4. D. Oh, there we go. D4. Oh, that's not made 2B. It's meant to be okay. I don't know why it did 2, but
I'll
it's meant to be
take.
the
I'm
first one.
taking the number 4 because that's the first one you rolled. So
Thank God it
succeed.
was. Yes. Good.
Alright. You search for about follow the trail a bit. It's very hard to track people in this city because this entire city stinks.
Yeah.
And after a while, you do let's say after about an hour of searching the town and crossing through, you actually at this in the same street manage to find the group of Omarosa minus Faihun, but as well as the group of Vanir and Ahadi. As they look at you, you guys, and they both basically rush towards you guys. They both seem to be pretty. Hadi doesn't seem to be upset, but Vanir seems to be very upset, and Omarosa looks also very upset.
What happened?
As they start blabbering through each other.
One
Calm
at a
little
time.
time.
Bernier, you go first.
I saw monsters at a wizard's tower.
Oh.
Monsters.
Ooh.
She seems to be shaking. The
How do
worst
you?
monsters that exist.
What's that?
Oh.
Daves.
What?
Daves, yes.
You saw them here?
I saw them in a cage, and that was a very weak cage. It was only a matter of time. I tried to warn that that wizard that owned the tower, but he wouldn't listen to me, and he shut me out. And it's like, if those Daves get out, this
Dave?
entire town is going to be dead.
What
They
is
are
the
savage.
day?
They are
Wait,
monsters.
he has them caged. The Daves are caged.
Yeah, that cage is not gonna hold them. I've seen them literally rush through buildings, castle walls.
What do
No,
Daves look
you told
like?
me about them.
What is it?
They have many look. Daves are creatures from where I come from, and when I was a little girl, they attacked from the stars. They are monsters from the stars, and even one of them is extremely deadly.
Can I
And
look
where
her
there is
over and see if
one,
he's injured?
more will come. More. If we
Okay.
don't,
Yeah,
if we don't break it down, we're all going to die. Like Hadi's
Okay.
trying to calm her down. Like, Hadi also doesn't know what a Dave is.
So,
Okay.
who else is missing from this group?
Fly home.
Because he said,
Hi, home.
Yeah, but wasn't there somebody else?
No, that's everyone. Unless I accidentally said something wrong.
No, yeah. There's only should be Hadi and Fernier. Those two are
Yeah.
together. And
Okay.
Hmm.
I waggle my finger over to Omarosa. Where's your son, and why did you release from the thing? I was going to talk to him tomorrow. I specifically said that. And you have abused your power once again.
A mother. I haven't seen him in so long. I needed to talk to him. I couldn't talk to him, restrained, and all those things. And
He wasn't restrained. He was just.
I wanted to apologize to him, and I knew the city was dangerous, so I thought like if I had Tekbes, Nargis, and Jafar with me, it would be safe. But as we walked for a while and talked, and they shadowed us, we got attacked by a group calling themselves the Scourge.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet
and
Lord.
and they she starts crying. They
Okay.
didn't take me. They said they said they were going to let me live, just to show how much worse the world can be for me. I begged them to take me instead of my boy, but
Okay.
before Tekbes and Nargis and Jafar could react. They outnumbered us. They were with about 30 men, and they took my boy.
Okay.
Dying.
All right. How long?
Forever.
How? Yes. How long ago was this?
Tech best on answers. About about 50 minutes ago.
They could be anywhere by now.
I mean,
can
we could,
probably track them.
but I think we should deal with these Daves first. They are really that much.
Well, I understand that, but her son could be dead by that point.
This feels like one of those things where we have to make a
I
choice.
Yeah.
do have a soundboard thing that's perfect to this.
Oh, now I'm
Um,
curious.
but um,
Yeah, I
but
want
I
to hear
just
that
he's
now.
gonna he's gonna say, I have met some of. Let me like did the voice
Yeah,
skip?
no problem.
I have heard of this group before. Just that it seems that it's very it has certain beliefs and concepts that I don't understand, but it gives dire warnings in a certain manner that seems threatening, but I don't take seriously. If this happened to Omarosa, it's concerning. I have the recording exactly right here, and to then like almost like as a memory box, it appears of some old man is in like I don't know straight, and then he goes over and then makes this prediction.
This time the war will be spiritual. This time it will come from space. I will help. I will come from space, from another galaxy. This time y'all will not overcome us. We will overcome you for all eternity. Your technology has no power. There's a higher technology. Once they communicate with us, your life, your time is over. You will fall by the sword.
It's that freaking crazy.
Where is that from, by the way?
That sounds
My
like a
friend,
telenovela.
it's from a friend of mine named Tunshay, who does a YouTube series that I help research for.
Ah.
Basically, he was a crazy comment that he found in one of his videos, and he was just repeating basically that. And but it's just but basically this is exactly what this man said before. Then I just then you could see someone just kill the prisoner, and then he closed the video and says, "Uh, it seems that there is a coincidence happening."
Let us go.
Indeed.
Okay, let's go get the sun first, and then go meet the Daves.
I don't really want to get on these guys' bad side, but Omarosa is part of our crew, and we protect our crew, which means we
Yes,
have to go and protect
and she has
the
been serving
idiots.
her time and doing her job and paying her penance. Just because
Hopefully,
someone else thinks,
yeah.
although abusing her power, I am not happy with. Let's go find your son.
But is Veneer Dave's?
We are going to go get the Daves. Don't
I'm
worry.
going to give Fanir a hug and just let her lean into me.
We are
Hopefully,
going to get the Daves.
hopefully, being a wizard, they are capable of restraining the Daves long enough for us to sidetrack on the
Let us
idiot
go
rescue.
quickly.
You,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't understand how dangerous the Daves are.
What do they look like?
They have many forms. Some look like insects, some look like giants. I saw this one, it resembles a lot like a dog. And I remembered its ability from Chaperone's Guide to Hunting Daves. It's
Yes.
it's it's this is what he calls a Zergling. This Dave has an ability of when it starts biting, it won't stop biting until it misses its bites.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's not
fuck.
It had he has seen it kill. It's seen it killed like like I've seen it kill more than more than 30 men in seconds just with its biting ability.
Well, we have to hurry and help her son, and then we will immediately go with the Daves. Obviously, they've already had these Daves in cages for a while. If they were to suddenly break out just
I've seen.
now,
I'm a carpenter. I know about. I know about locks. They're not gonna hold them.
boy.
should we
I
should we split the parties?
I prefer not to, but if
Not
how many Daves were there?
I saw one.
One Dave that looked like a dog, like you
Yes,
called it a
but maybe they have
Zergling.
more. I don't know. And I know that that they are connected to the Dave hive mind. And if one of them finds prey, that means from space more will come.
Okay, so
Eventually.
okay.
this is what we should do, in my opinion. Me and Grimlock go after the sun. We would take no, Amarosa will go with you to fight the Daves. Uh, Tech Best will take the other two back to the Jafar, and Nagis back to the or whoever. What's her name? What is her name? Fanir. Fanir, do you want to fight the Daves, or do you want to go back to the ship?
I
She's
think
she's in shock with the idea of fighting them. Like,
Go back to the ship with
the Daves seem to be a higher threat,
yeah,
unfortunately. I'm
yes.
sorry, Amarosa. But these Daves seem to be a higher threat. We should probably deal with them first.
All you have to do.
Hopefully, by their
but my
admission that
boy,
they want.
they're going to.
They will. I mean, I do not think they're going to play around with
No,
immediately.
it won't be
Uh,
good. But hopefully, by their desire to make you suffer, they won't do anything hugely drastic until you're present.
I,
Though I cannot guarantee any of that. Whereas it
I,
seems like
But
these Daves could lead to a full-blown invasion that
I honestly, me and Grimlock could get away, but you guys, the rest of you, deal with the Daves.
I would rather not split the team.
Well, you are in
I'm gonna
charge.
say this though, with if you want to split the team, that's completely fine. But then I have to do both encounters separately on different sessions because else
Okay.
it's going to be a long haul for the guys
Well,
that don't do
well,
any.
it's already 6,
Yeah.
so
But more
I'm
like
assuming
if
we're
you,
doing the
it's
Daves
more
first.
now at this point it's more discussing of what you're gonna do next session.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we'll do the Daves next. I mean,
the Daves
isn't that
probably would
right?
take a short amount of time. Like we know where the Daves are, if you know what I mean. I don't
Yes.
know. Like we can kind of
We know where the
like
Daves are, and we know how many they are, and we know how dangerous they are. So
we think we kind of guess they have only one. Hopefully, only one.
yeah, and we go in hot, get rid of the Dave, or Daves, and then we immediately go for the Sun. That's the
Hmm.
only way this works.
Vernier says just how dangerous they are. You should get as much reinforcements as you can. If you fight them, be there
Fuck.
at your strongest.
Well, in that case, then maybe we should go deal with Omarosa's son first, because maybe then it's very unlikely given that we're going to save Omarosa's son, but perhaps then we could get their assistance on the Dave matter.
But my Amorosus, my boy, he's in so much danger, and they want him to fight Dave's. Amonotep took him down in 2 shots.
Not yet, son. The people who kidnapped your
The
son.
scourge, the scourge.
Well, I think that's a possibility. It's a doubtful one, I think.
That's what I'm saying. It's a very doubtful one. I mean, like, ideologically, I am all for, like, beating the crap out of slavers. So, like, the only reason I am going to save Amarosa's son is because Amarosa is part of our crew, and we protect our crew.
Oh boy.
Fadir, I want you to go back to the ship. Reinforce.
You bleeped out there.
I would like you to go back to the ship, get the reinforcements you were talking about, get them ready, and we will come back and meet you after we get. Because it's going to take us time to get the reinforcements away. Unless you want to go right now, and you just said we need reinforcements.
Yes. Is this an urgent thing that needs to be dealt with right away, or is it a thing where we need to go and get the sort shit
I
out
don't
and then
know.
All right, go get the reinforcements.
Hadi,
Yeah.
can I? You've seen it with a more casual eye. Could you tell me more specifically what you've seen with less panic?
All right. I'll give you. It says it was a dog-like creature that was in a cage. It was very wild, and it like started lunging at people as it was transported in the cage. Let's see where I can find the photo.
Is it a Zergling? You mentioned the word Zergling earlier.
It is Zergling, because like even though I don't like,
I know stuff that's been told out of game, so that's why I'm not
It looks like this.
interacting.
Adi gives a description.
What? Could you show it again? It just is. Oh. But that's not a Zergling. That's the evolutions. No, that's a higher tier.
Eddie, is this connection to like StarCraft?
To some extent, yes.
Okay.
Don't use your star. You don't need to use your StarCraft information because it's still homebrewed info.
Well, I mean,
he doesn't.
It
Yeah.
is in a connection from a previous campaign that I ran that is called Invasion, which is about an high-level campaign that's an alien invasion, and then lots of these things attacked.
Ironically, I actually plan to eventually run a campaign like that.
Yeah.
But
So
a lot more XCOM.
I'm gonna have Fernier go and get the reinforcement Navy, and I would ask Jamal, while she's doing that, because that will take time. Let's go get the boy.
Yes.
Okay, let's try to track him down.
Then
I would like to.
Go ahead.
As Hadi is leaving, can I cast message to him and say, "Do not leave that ship unguarded"?
Nods. And with that, we will end today's session. As next week we will start trying to find Fai Hun.
Yep.
All right.